Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the most underrated podcast you already know. Broadcasting Certified Tattoo Studios. I am your man, Thomas the Franchise, the homie Dal Palantonio sitting across from me. JJ Stringstein here at the end of the table. Fellas, what is going on, man? How you guys doing? Coming out of the blizzard?
Oh, dude.
Jesus.
I'm tired as hell, dude.
Tired? Yeah, same.
Dude, the blizzards, the avalanches, the cold snaps, dude. This has been brutal.
Super brutal.
Brutal weekend.
JJ and I had to work 303 day yesterday, so we're actually off today, which is kind of nice because normally we're not off on Monday. So normally I have to work or do the cast and then roll into work. Only you have to do that today.
So dude,
we're feeling good. I can see it on your face.
Yeah.
You're feeling good, but you're not feeling that good. You're feeling a little jelly.
I hate Mondays, man. I got to drop off shoes that I sold in the past weekend. I've got to be here. I've got to go straight to the house, straight to the shower, straight to work. Like, dude,
right.
there's just no breathing room today, unfortunately.
It's a lot.
Yeah, man, it is.
But you got Thursday off still.
I do.
All right, so you'll be off Thursday. Which
hopefully we can hang out, man. Let's go look for some whips.
Dude, I was just going to talk about that. So
Good
I was
man.
supposed to go look for whips last Thursday after the cast. Didn't end up happening because I'm going to go today. But I saw there's some YouTube comments I want to get to about some whips, some great advice from you guys. I appreciate you throwing advice in. We'll get to those in a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to go. I'm still deciding, man. I'm looking Ford Edge, Ford Explorer, Toyota Tacoma, Toyota 4Runner. Those are kind of what I'm looking at. I think I've eliminated the 4Runner based off I don't want to have the same car as you.
Yeah.
And also, I know it sounds rude. That's not really a dick move. I just don't. And then number two, just the lack of tech. I think I want a little more tech. So,
for sure.
And then what you said about the lack of giddy up on the highway, that kind of bugged me a little bit.
The lag before the vag.
Coming from a young,
Yeah.
Coming from the Jeff Gordon of recording in this bitch, I need a little giddy up.
Well, and I'm coming from a WRX as well, so like dude, it's a shot to my ego for sure.
Right.
Not having that turbo, that's for sure.
Well, let me start off here, dude. So I went down to Parker last week on Thursday. I was gonna look for whips, and I remember I told you I was going to the eyeglass place.
Bet.
Dude, my guy Thomas down at Ascent Eyes in Parker hooked me up, bro. Do you see these things? You see what I'm rocking here? They look very similar to the sunglasses that I rock, except these are Cartier frames. So really nice set of frames. And if you're from the D, you're from Detroit, you know how far Detroit goes back with Cartiers. And it's not all good. I mean, honestly, it's pretty sad. There's a lot of people that get robbed, that get killed in Detroit for Cartiers. For some reason, Detroit has just had this fascination with Cartiers. And like no other city in the world, Cartiers have become such a part of the fabric, I guess, of Detroit and of Michigan. And in somewhat of an unfortunate way, but being the Michigan Wolverines fan I am, having the family ties to Michigan that I do. My cousin actually currently lives out there, just bought a crib. So shout out to him, my cousin Niles. But I've always wanted Cartiers. I've always been a guy that really wanted a pair of Cartiers and wanted that shit. Are you having some mic issues, Dal?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, are you good? Oh,
JJ got me hooked up.
He's good.
Wait,
now.
no, he's not. He got good. It's like sitting on there sideways, dog. You got... All right, I'm sorry. I don't mean to draw attention. Here, so move the mic. There you go. Now turn it. It won't turn? The plastic piece won't rotate like this? Look at
It didn't originally. Now we're good.
No, look at the plastic piece. You can't turn it like that so it faces you? Like the top.
Weird if you turn it
What do you mean? Look at
slightly.
mine. How can his not do that? Look at yours.
I know. If you turn it slightly, it will loosen it, and the mic will just go wonky.
So he has to sit here with
Yes.
bad sound the whole show. It's going to create shitty sound. Look, he's talking into the side of the fucking mic, JJ.
He always does.
Fix it right now, please. Jesus. I don't care how long it takes. We got to get it fixed. Either unscrew it or turn it, do something. It's got to work. It was working fine before, and if he's talking like this into the side of the mic, this is going to be very bad for the cat. You see what I'm saying? You see the difference?
Bad.
Yeah, it's bad, bro. So whatever you guys got to do. If I got to run this shit for 5 minutes by myself while we fix it, I don't care. We got to get it fixed because we can't have bad sound. I ain't letting the audience go through this shit with bad sound today. But anyway, Cartier glasses. The homie Thomas down at Ascent Eyes hooked me up down in Parker, and the story about these glasses and why they're so dope. Oh, you're just going to sit like that? That's fine. As long as you're talking straight into the mic.
Got to do it.
That's better. All right.
Save for the cast.
But the funny thing about these glasses, so the homie Philip Lindsay, Denver Broncos rookie running back,
Yeah.
Well, not a rookie anymore, I guess. Going to be going into the second season.
Let's say start running back for last year at least.
No doubt. So he went into Ascent Eyes to go get some glasses as well. They mess with a lot of Nuggets players, a lot of Broncos players go in there. He's just built a really cool relationship around the community.
Dope.
And Philip Lindsay, he had these glasses custom made for Chad Kelly. If you guys know Chad Kelly, he was the Broncos backup quarterback that ended up getting a little too crazy at a Halloween party and ended up getting caught or clipped on breaking and entering charges and getting beat over the head with a vacuum tube. So that's the last that we know about Chad Kelly.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to make light of that. It sucks because Chad, everything I've heard about Chad, and even Thomas, he knows Chad personally, have said he's just an awesome guy. He just made a mistake, dude. I don't know, whatever he was on that night, it wasn't alcohol, but whatever happened, and he just made a mistake, and it cost him his spot with the Broncos. So long story short, or long story long, if you will, these glasses were specially made for Chad Kelly. Cartier frames, custom lenses. So they have kind of the look of my Ray-Ban sunglasses. They kind of have that pink and blue hue in there, if you will. So these are the sunglasses I have. Obviously, you guys see them every week. And then these ones look a little bit different. And when you wear them, when you look through them, they're actually just clear lenses. Like I don't see the blue tint or the way you see it. It's all just clear. So they're super, super fire.
I'm seeing like some blues, some oranges. Dude, they're
check
crazy.
those out. Check those out. You can put them on. They got the Cartier written on the side there. The Cartier branding right on the side of the frame. Super, super nice. You can feel them when you set them down. You can hear the ting from them. Really, really, really nice glasses, dude.
Oh, weird.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. Them shits are trippy, dog.
Yeah, dude.
Huh.
So
I don't know, when you look through them, I almost see through them like I see when I'm looking at yours, actually.
Yeah.
It's really weird, man. I see some oranges, some blues.
Yeah.
But man, they look fire on you for sure.
They don't.
I don't rock them, but this isn't my shit.
Yeah, you look like Jeffrey Dahmer and them shits.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, but
some Ted Bundy action.
Yeah, so I went down there and he pulled these out for Philip Lindsay the day before I went.
Right.
And because he didn't know what the hell Phil wanted, and Chad had never come back to get the glasses. After that circumstance, he just never came back to get them. So they were custom made for him. Phil comes in. He said, I put him out just to see, I had him sitting around. I was like, I don't know what Phil's coming to get. He said, Phil went really basic. I don't remember what he got. He said it was something super basic, just a standard pair of frames, nothing too crazy. Just it might have been a high-end fashion brand. I don't remember, but he said he didn't even touch these. So when I walked in, my eyes immediately went to these. I saw the Cartier section. I was, boom, got to have them. Put them on. I was like, dude, I got to have these. I kept going back to him. I tried on probably 20 pairs of glasses in that thing. He was just kept bringing me glasses that suit my style. And I just kept going back to these, dude. So, and not to mention that these were the Swag Kelly customs. Like, I had to have them, bro. Like, how you gonna go in there? These are custom made for Chad Kelly. He doesn't come get them. You got the opportunity to get them, and you're not gonna get them. No,
sure.
I have to have them. So not only did he hook me up with these joints, but he hooked me up with these joints. And honestly, I didn't know how I felt about these at first. My girl just loved them.
Oh yeah.
And so you got the Gucci. The Gucci frames here with the clear lenses. He's got a couple other pairs of lenses that he said he can custom make for me to throw in there if I want to. Some similar to these, maybe some with more of a gold tint to the ones I have in my Cartiers. But I like the clear with the Gucci flex on the lower third there. Super sick. The metal in the side. Gucci written on the nose piece on the inside. Look on the inside. There you go.
Yeah.
Boom. You got the Gucci print there. So just super dope, dude. Yeah, there you go. Look at you.
These are something else, man. These are pure fire. Not on me necessarily, but the way the glasses are done, dude, with the gold inlays, dude, on the frames, the Gucci, just it's super subtle, but just enough to make it pop.
Right. You got the nice Gucci case too. Comes with the Gucci dust bag. You got the Gucci cleaning cloth, lens cloth there. The whole thing, dude. The crushed velour on the outside, very nice, dude. Nice quality case. Same with Cartier. Look at this hard case. It's a hard Cartier case. You flip it open, it's magnetic, dude. Just
dog. This shit almost looks like carbon fiber, almost.
Right.
You can see the fibers like woven into the actual case.
Yeah.
Dude, this is
really nice, dude. So I would highly recommend you guys. I just locked up a partnership with Thomas, so we'll be working quite a bit. On quite a bit of stuff here in the future. I mean, I'm starting to get really into frames, glasses. I want to start collecting high-end shit. He said the 2 pairs of Ray-Bans I have, I have the pair with more the red tint in the lenses, and then I got these ones with the bluer. He's like, dude, once those, if they get scratched up or you just want to switch them out, I can put clear lenses in them for you. We could put different lenses in them. Like, they can do a ton of different customs, and this is exactly what I want, man. I wanted some custom shit. I wanted some shit that I could kind of take and make my own and kind of mold to my style. So if you guys are into glasses, if you stop by, if you're coming through Colorado, Colorado, whether it's sunglasses, whether you just want some nice frames to put your prescription lenses in, whether you want just some clear lenses. Like me, I had LASIK. I don't need prescription lenses. So for me, it's amazing not to have to wear a certain pair of glasses, a certain type. So if that's you haven't had LASIK and you have prescription, make sure you go see my guy Thomas down at Ascent Eyes, man. They'll hook you up. They'll put your prescription in there and get you a pair of sunglasses you really love. That way you're not just boxed into whatever they have in your prescription at your normal eyeglass store or whatever else. So big shout out again to Thomas for that, man. Ascent Eyes down in Parker. Make sure you check them out. I'll put their Instagram down in the description below so you guys can go in there, click through, see a bunch of their stuff. Like I said, they have a really good reputation in the community, dealt with a ton of celebrities and stuff. So I know you're not really a glasses guy, Dell.
I know. I should start
down there, but
I should start.
Dude, I've really I don't know, I've kind of just gotten into starting to collect different frames, man. Vintage stuff, new stuff. Really, really like it. So
I'd get a bunch of hate though. Like if I was the guy who never wore sunglasses or glasses at all, and then all of a sudden I start wearing them, it's like, oh, trying to be like TTF. So I can't steal your swag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you already got enough.
I just got to be me.
Maybe you got enough hate with the jersey.
Yeah, maybe I'll get from my lady.
For God's sakes. No shit.
You know,
that was a little rude.
Not even from the people.
Gosh, Robin.
Yeah.
Blasting my guy over here. No, so yeah, man. So that's kind of what happened there. And going into the weekend, I had to work all weekend. So we got hit with a crazy snowstorm. It was supposed to be Saturday. It didn't end up coming until overnight on Sunday. So Sunday morning we woke up, which was 303 day, March 3rd. Huge event here in Colorado as we do a 303 day event here at Certified Tattoo Studio. We do $30 tattoos. There was over 170 designs you could choose from. A lot of them Colorado themed, a lot of mountains, different 303 type stuff. One of my favorites, you see the skateboard? It was it was a half of a skateboard, but it was cut out in the top, looked like the cash register building, and then on the bottom of the skateboard it had mountains on it.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Super sick, dude.
That's
yeah,
dope.
Piper did that one. That was dope. That was probably my favorite on the sheets. But JJ and I worked the event yesterday. Cold as hell out there. I was working the front door, just bundled up, triple layers, ski layers, bootleg Gucci beanie, everything. Dude.
I saw you on the story, man.
Yeah, I was doing the most.
You know what? I couldn't hear the chatter in your voice, man. You did a hell of a job. So
Thank you.
Running them lines, man.
No, it was good, man. It was a lot of fun. 303 day. I thought you were gonna come through, but
I thought about it.
A little too cold for you.
Yeah, a little too cold for me, man.
Yeah.
The lady and I though, we did some things in the evening. So check this out, man. I'm a big TV guy, right? You know, I've always got to have the TV on, man. I love the white noise, and I love just commentators like just putting me to sleep, man. Just loving listening to sports as I'm fucking falling asleep, man. There's just nothing better to me. Robin doesn't understand that, and here lately, it's become a problem.
Really?
And not a bad problem.
Wait, she can't fall asleep with the TV on?
That's part of it, but she just can't understand how I just need a TV to kind of help me get to sleep, right? You know, so she can or she doesn't have to. It's not. It's you know.
I used to be that way.
You know, so for me, I just love it. And here lately, man, and no shade against her, dude, the big TV, you know, in the living room, you've been there, right? You know, the big 50+ inch, I don't know what it is.
Yep.
So the couch is super comfy. I'm used to sleeping on the couch. Dog, I have been falling asleep to the TV like multiple nights in a row, dog. And
boy.
Robin's getting a little lonely.
Yep,
you know. So I'm in the doghouse a little bit because of that. So last night we finally did something about that. So we originally had a TV in there. It was just a shitty Dynex or whatever that she had for years, and finally the thing just took a shit, and we had to just get it out of there, right, and go recycle it at Best Buy or whatever. So we haven't had a TV in the bedroom for 7 months ish. Maybe closer to a year.
Damn.
So last night, she had finally came up to me, and she was cool, man. She's just like, babe, seriously, I'm getting kind of lonely. I miss you. I'd like you to kind of lay with me. And I'm like, babe, the TV. I need the TV. You know, to fall asleep. And we finally agreed to go buy a TV, split it, whatever, go to Best Buy. And we had a Best Buy trip last night, man. So it was cool hanging out with her, getting some dinner, getting some technology. So you know me, man. I'm not very cheap. I'm buying $400 shoes. I'm buying $500 shoes.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, dude, I get to Best Buy. It's time to buy electronics. I'm trying to Jew them down from here to Mexico, man.
right.
Dude, I get in this like zone. I'm like, hey, man, what about that open box, man? I see you have that marked $30 under what the retail cost is. how about another $30
You're trying
off
to go
of that?
foreign cheap.
You know,
Like,
I'm trying to barter.
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
trying to trade the shoes I have on my feet to the fucking to the rep who's helping us, right?
Of course.
You know, like I'm trying to get dirty here. But anyways, I found that I'm really cheap, I guess, when it comes to buying electronics because maybe I spend all my money on shoes and fashion. So that was one thing. So Robin just let me kind of do my thing, kind of nerd out. So I talked specs with a couple of dudes because obviously I worked for Best Buy for almost 11 years back in the day. So it was kind of fun to get nerdy again and have Robin kind of see me in my element, which was cool, and spend that time together, man. So we got a TV. Long story short, went to the bed, set it up. It's one of those smart TVs, right? So we have our YouTube TV that we can get on it. We got the PlayStation View that we can get on it. We were in bed by 9:15 last night.
That's the way to go.
Successful adventure. And now our relationship should be successful.
You never had a TV in the room before?
We did. Remember about a year ago. It's
but just not
bed.
smart.
No, never
not
a smart TV.
Real
no,
old. Gotcha.
No.
We've been using the iPad.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah, but sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's all good.
It's just an older TV, shit the bed. So you finally got a new one. What 50 inch?
No, not for the bedroom. Yeah, she wouldn't allow that, man. She's like, we don't need that big ass TV. I'm like, I can't see. We need big TVs.
Yeah, what
here.
are you doing?
So we got like a 40 inch.
Okay,
nothing crazy.
which you can get relatively cheap these days.
Oh yeah, dude, 200,
especially smart.
200, 250.
Yeah,
maybe 250. I think is what it was.
I saw a thing on Twitter on Fat Kid Deals the other day. They had a 42 inch maybe, and it was like under $3.
Yeah,
really good deal.
TVs are really affordable, man, from what they used to be, man. I remember remember how heavy those old TVs were, dude?
Joints,
and they were all those like 32, 36 inch tube TVs, and they were all front heavy, dude. We're talking 200 pounds on some of those, you know? So yeah, man, these are just super easy to set up. Super easy to connect to the Wi-Fi. So yeah, long story short, again, man, we had a successful trip, got to bond with her, spend some time, because I don't see her a lot on Sundays, man. She's got the yoga teacher training that she does. She goes to a couple yoga things, and then she does her weightlifting. By that time, hell, you know,
you're out.
I miss football season.
Yeah.
You know, by that time, it's 6 p.m. So it was cool to spend, some time with her, man, and it was cool to be in bed by like 9:15. I haven't done that since I was like 12.
I'm on the edge about. I don't know if I need a TV for the room. I want one, but I know I'll be like you. I won't watch my living room one as much.
Why don't you just focus on getting your Peloton?
I know. I am focused on that. I do need the Peloton, especially since Jeff said he's up on it. And I've been having some stomach issues. I need to start eating better. My plumbing's getting messed up, bro.
Dude, that's how I was, man. Like literally the last 2 months. Oh. You know, and then I finally started eating right. And your body takes a while to adjust. Like just because you start drinking water, dog, for like a week or two, your body's not going to change that
right
quick,
away,
right?
Yeah.
It's a mix of water. It's a mix of the greens. Dude, I've been eating greens like a mug.
Really?
Oh, dude.
Wow.
I'm on the green diet for sure. For sure. Okay? I'm on the green diet.
Is that his camera still on him now that he scooted the mic back? Because I need
JJ,
that
I wish we would address this a little bit earlier, man.
I know. I didn't know.
I don't know what's going on.
Dude, you didn't even tell me.
I know. Well, you know what? You've got a great set of headphones though. Tell me about those today.
Yeah. Apparently they're from sorry, I'm like so apparently according to you, they're from the new Samsung 10, it sounds like. So
yeah, that is correct.
I don't know any more about it because I never got them and I'm really not that into phones.
Right, totally, yeah. Well, they look good on you, man. How do they sound?
Oh, they sound great compared to the ones I had. Holy crap.
Yeah,
Those were so bad.
You were talking about some potential voice damage or hearing damage, something. What was
damage,
that? Yeah. Now you're not worried about it?
I no longer need hearing aids.
That's what's up, man. How was your 303 day yesterday, man? I didn't see you in the store yesterday. Where were you?
I was actually right next to him. I was helping people skip the line because I did a bunch of giveaways through Facebook and Instagram. So if any of you guys are waiting for next 303 day, just watch out for our Instagram and Facebook because we'll give giveaways to skip the line because this year it wasn't as bad because of the winter and people weren't I'm pretty sure the snow really killed the line.
Yeah.
But when it's warm outside, dude, the line, you could be in the line for like 3 hours, I've heard. It's insane.
That was terrible.
The best thing to do is to skip the line, especially just in the cold water.
Are we on point?
Dude.
That's all I wanted the first time.
This is the best it's ever been.
That's all I wanted.
If this could have been day one on our pilot episode, our pilot would have been like 60 times better.
We'd be 60,000 views already.
60,000.
That's going to change. I think we just changed the game. I got up. If you're not watching on YouTube, I don't know why we didn't just stop the show. We should have just been like, yo, stop the show and punch in the podcast. But for some reason, I feel like treating this like it's a live radio show, and I don't want to. I just want to let the listeners in on everything that goes on.
Dude, talk about transparency.
No shit.
It doesn't get any more real than that.
So if you didn't see on YouTube, I just unplugged my shit, took off my headphones, came over, unplugged Dallas's mic, refished the whole thing around, re-screwed the wire, readjusted all the stuff the Steen wasn't able to do, and
take that.
I got to give you that one, JJ. I got to give you that too.
Yeah.
Actually, in my defense,
what? In your defense, what?
I've never used mics like these. Like, I don't know how it works.
It works like
you are one pathetic loser.
Oh my gosh.
It works like any other mic.
Headphones now. You're in.
Hey, you know what?
What?
This is so good now. I think I naturally have a radio voice.
I know.
We're coming in heavy. Okay?
I was trying to say, dude, the audio is definitely better when you're speaking straight on. And even though you were sitting straight on before, you're still sitting you're still sitting this. You know what I mean?
I was going to have back problems.
Now, dude, you're in there like swimwear. Ooh. You're in there like chin hair.
Man.
I don't even know what that means. It just rhymes.
When are we getting our XM show all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Hell yeah!
Let's get it going.
Hell
get it going.
I'm already ready. All right, what's next on the agenda, man? I got a sick-ass mic. JJ's got headphones. You got Cartier lenses. What are we doing?
I feel like we just restarted the cast. All of a sudden, we got this burst of energy going on.
I got a sick 303 day hoodie over there waiting for me.
Dude, the same one I'm rocking.
Let's go.
303 day hoodies, limited, mad limited, super, super dope.
Yeah, man, that hoodie is sick, dude.
They came out ill. Especially if you're from Colorado, you want a 303 day hoodie, man, with the certified crown on top.
I think you should have stamped the Wu-Tang W on that.
That would have been ill.
Ooh, Killer Bees 303.
That would have been the most fire. All right, so moving on, man. Speaking of the weekend, UFC.
Yeah.
We didn't get to cover it on Friday. I wanted to cover it because it was a stacked card as far as big time fighters. You know, you had Robbie Lawler fighting on there. You had Tyron Woodley fighting on there. Then you obviously had the John Jones fight. So stacked card, and the Blizzard kind of just ruined everything, bro. We were supposed to get this overnight Friday into Saturday, and instead it started late Saturday evening around 5 o'clock or so. Yeah. And it just started dumping snow. It was going to take me a half hour to get down to Parker, probably more. My GPS said a half hour. Yeah. I forgot to tell you, the biggest event. Dude, I'm on my way home, before we jump into UFC, I'm on my way home. This Toyota 4Runner is probably about a 96 Toyota 4Runner. And you can pull that if you need more rope.
I think right.
But it's like a 96 Toyota 4Runner. I'm driving in my lane. I'm on my AirPods, just talking to my girl. Yeah. All of a sudden, dude, this motherfucker just comes sliding over and starts not rear-ending me, but sideswiping me. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, dude. So he starts giving me some Days of Thunder. I'm feeling like Rowdy Burns is next to me, dog. He's driving up beside of me, rubbing alongside, dude, and I'm doing everything I can to keep it off the wall. We're coming up on the movie theater at Hampton. We're coming up, you know where on I-25 Hampton, there's that movie theater on the left-hand side. Yeah,
absolutely.
So to give you a little visual, we're coming up there. And all of a sudden, dude, I just feel his whole car leaning on me, dude. So I'm turning into him, trying to keep it off the wall. And I swear to God, I feel like I'm in Days of Thunder. I feel like Cole, what was his name? Cole Trickle? Not Cole Trickle. Cole, damn it. Have you ever seen Days of Thunder?
Dude, once ever, dude. Too long ago, yeah.
I'm feeling like Tom Cruise's character, okay?
Gotcha.
I think I got Rowdy Burns on the right side, leaning on me. So I think my car's dented up. I'm like, dude, there has to be some damage. I'm pissed off. I get his license plate because I'm like, I gotta file a hit and run on this fool, like, because he just jets off, like he doesn't stop, he doesn't do anything, you know, he just drives away. Which we're in crazy conditions, dude. On the I-25, the roads are so snow-packed, you can't see an ounce of pavement anywhere. You can't see lanes. No, everyone's just driving all over. Yeah. So I'm in what I think is a lane because it's the farthest left you could go, which would be the fast lane. I don't know what this guy's doing. I think he tried to change lanes and his car caught some, I don't know. But then all of a sudden I know he's rubbing into me, you know? Wow. And I would say rubbing because when I got home, all that's wrong with the side of my car is I got these tire marks that have rubbed off a little bit of paint. Oh, so literally, dog, rubbing's racing. Yeah. Like I should have pulled some Days of Thunder sound right now. I totally forgot about it. Huh. But yeah, it was nuts, dude.
You had some tire wear on the paint.
I got
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, I'll have to show you. So on the passenger side of my car, you didn't even notice because the car is dirty. It's filthy from all the snow the past few days. But yeah, dude, it's got like not a full circle, not a half circle, but like the top the top like part of the tire is just rubbed off. It looks like I've been in a NASCAR race.
That's crazy.
Pretty dope. Monster Energy Series. TTF.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
TTF.
TTF in the cut.
Driving the Woolite car. Okay. I don't even know why I said that. Woolite.
The Woolite car.
Not Tide.
Yeah, I would have said Tide, but hey, whatever. The Lowe's.
Yeah.
The Lowe's.
That would have been better. Why did I say Woolite? That's like the most random sponsorship ever.
God,
a lot of people don't even know what Woolite is.
Yeah. You could have said the shitty M&M car. For God's sake.
Take that L on the way.
That's hilarious. I like that.
All right, get back to UFC.
All right, so UFC,
dog.
man.
This thing was huge.
It was huge over the weekend. I was going to come down to your house.
Yeah.
I didn't make it down. Did Mueller come through?
Mueller always comes through.
Okay, because he lives in Parker.
And he lives pretty close by.
All right, so let's not give him too much credit. Relax on the credit there.
Well, but you got to know he's the biggest UFC fan out of all of us.
All
right,
right,
this guy, UFC is life for this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, and disc golf.
And disc golf, yeah.
Disc golf.
No
He's
doubt.
my disc golf buddy for sure.
We should start. We need to get some call-ins from that fool.
I know, dude. He's in there.
Shit. Yeah, because he's in there.
He's always putting me on game.
All right,
for sure.
Yeah, we'll get some call-ins. So I missed the Robbie Lawler fight, which I was really upset about.
Yeah,
because those are the 3 fights I wanted to see: the main event, the co-main event, and then the Robbie Lawler fight. Ben Askren. I missed that fight. I had to go back and watch the highlights. I did not go back and watch the highlights of the other fights, but I did see Dana White in the presser, and he said that the Cody No Love fight was fight of the night, even though he got smoked.
It was, and the reason was because they went to just standing up, just laced out punches, dude. Like towards the end.
Who's the dude he was fighting?
His name is Pedro Munoz.
Okay,
Munoz. I think is actually
Munoz,
how you say it. Munoz. Dude, this fool. What I learned from this fight was Pedro. I knew was tough. Dude, Pedro can take it on the chin. That's for sure. This guy has got an ironclad chin, and I guess I didn't know that. Most people probably do and did, so we might get shamed in the comments, but fuck you. Check this out. Pedro, dude, he was taking it, dude. I could not believe him and Cody No Love were just duking it out at the last.
Just banging, throwing blows.
I've never seen these bangs like this, dude.
Yeah.
And then finally, it could have gone either way, and then finally Pedro caught Cody, I think, with the left hook, and just like got him right close to the ear and just dropped him like a fly, dude, and then obviously got on top and banged him out, and they stopped the fight.
Did it
great knockout, dude. Great knockout.
So that's what I was gonna ask. So you said it caught him by the ear. Did it drop him because it was of the pain by getting hit in the ear, or did it drop him because he went unconscious a little bit, or it kind of made him see stars?
I think he probably saw. He definitely got rattled on that one for sure. But yeah, I think it was a left hook to the side, kind of right in between the ear and the cheekbone. Obviously, man, it just put him down, and
crazy.
He'd seen stars after that, and then he got another two. Pedro got another 2 or 3.
Who was favored in that fight? Was that considered an upset?
I don't think so. So I think Cody is in that division. I think he's probably ranked.
Well, he's
third.
lost the last few fights, hasn't he? Isn't he kind of on a skid here?
He is, but you got to think that 2 of his last matches were against Dillashaw.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? So, and Dillashaw runs that division, obviously, right now. So, obviously, Cody lands at about 3rd, I think, in that division. Pedro's going to go up the ranks. I think Pedro's somewhere around the 5th in that division. But Cody was not slated to win, but probably should have won. And now that Cody did not win this, the downfall is I don't know where Cody goes next. I mean, we're talking on a 3-loss skid. He's in trouble. So I don't know how they're going to revive him after this in terms of his rankings and where he falls in this division. So to be continued on that, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Like you said, I guess I forgot that both those losses were to Dillashaw.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Robbie Lawler fight? Oh. Or wait, was there any other fights worth talking about before that? I think there was another one.
So the women's, the women's strawweight.
Okay.
So Tisha Torres, I wanted Tisha to win that. It was a decision, and I don't know how you say your name, but Weili Zhang or Willie Zhang. She ended up winning, obviously, by decision. I thought the fight was pretty even. I really did. It could have gone either way. It wasn't like very, very dominant, but. Was it a sleeper? No, but it was just an okay fight. It was an okay fight. But when we get to Lawler, dude, and Ben Askren,
let's go into that.
Dude, where do we start with this? So you weren't able to see this one in the flesh?
No, I had to watch it. I had to catch the highlight after, or the replay.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You did.
So that was first round, right?
What's that?
It was finished in the first round?
It was, yeah.
Okay.
Submission in the first round.
I thought it was all first round. I couldn't remember.
So here's what I would say. So Robbie Lawler, this guy is, dude, when he walks out, he's probably the scariest looking dude you'd ever see. The most determined, the most disciplined, the most focused looking guy walking into the ring. Like, this guy, there is no smiles. This guy is all about business, and I think he's one of the best at it. So automatically, I was already scared. I thought Lawler was going to take this one. But if you look at the records, Ben was probably closer to favored to win. Knowing so, obviously Ben is obviously a gold, gold Olympian. That's kind of what he's known for. And that's
2008, right? Something
absolutely.
Like that. Olympics,
So I don't know that Robbie was, was slated to win this necessarily. I forget what odds were, but I figured Ben could probably pull this one out. But immediately coming into round one, dude, like right when the fight started, dude, Robbie Lawler came out swinging, dude. Dude, he was landing some of the biggest punches I have ever seen on Ben, dude. And so bad that I thought that fight was going to be over within 20, 30 seconds. Just because, dude, he was landing some big ones, dude. And then Askren got a big cut on the eye, on the elbow. But then, of course, what happens is Ben gets Lawler kind of to the corner, and then starts trying to get Robbie down. Robbie stood his ground for quite some time, and then he's looking for a choke. He's looking for that dominant choke. Finally gets in with what they call the bulldog choke, whereas essentially where you put your chin back to the individual's neck, where they can't speak, they can't do anything. Dude, it's one of the most vicious chokes out there. And then the problem was with the way that choke was done. Herb Dean, who refereed this fight, he couldn't get any. Once he got in that bulldog choke, Askren got Lawler into that bulldog choke. Askren couldn't say anything, Lawler couldn't say anything, because when your chin is jammed up against your neck, dude, there's nothing coming out of your mouth.
Well, Lawler actually said in the post-fight presser that it wasn't even underneath.
Really?
Lawler had his arm over his ear, and he was squeezing so hard on this side, his arm was covering the ear on the right side, and then his other ear was pinned against his body, so he couldn't hear Herb. So when Herb's checking on him, he said he tried to give him a thumbs up.
Yeah.
But I have some sound. I'll play it for you.
Yeah, we'll have to listen to that.
Robbie Lawler and Ben Askren on a couple different topics. I can play those for you and kind of jump into that. Go ahead and wrap up before.
Yeah, so gets him in that bulldog choke, supposedly, whatever. And the problem was his arm. Did you see his arm go floppy?
Yes.
For just a couple of seconds.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think that, and then obviously Herb Dean not being able to get any words out. Yeah. And be able to hear him. That's why Herb called the fight.
Here, let me play this for you, and then we'll react to it.
Yeah, for sure.
He came in a little earlier, and, handled himself with class, but did say he'd really like to run it back. Considering the way it ended, would you be open to a rematch?
Not really. I mean, I didn't really want to fight him in the first place. I like Robbie Lawler a lot. What's the point? Right now, I got a plane ticket to London. I heard they gave Colby Marty, which that's kind of annoying. Nobody likes Colby. Just get him out of here, please.
Let me pause it right there for a second. What do you mean you like Robbie Lawler? Who wants to see that? What are you talking about, Ben? Yeah. Everyone wants to see it.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Or what do you mean? Sorry, I misquoted him. He said, "I like Robbie Lawler. I didn't really want to fight him in the first place." It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Why does it not make a lot of sense?
Yeah, what doesn't make sense? It seems like everyone wants to see the fight. It's going to be a huge draw, and it should be a rematch because there was an early stoppage.
I agree.
What doesn't make sense there, Ben? He continues.
I thought he was getting traded or something. So I'm going to go to London. Till versus Masvidal, that's like 3 versus 6, 3 versus 7. I think the winner of that's probably going to be top 3, and that's who I'd like to fight.
So there you go. He's basically talking about wanting to fight somebody else. He doesn't feel like he needs to fight Robbie Lawler again.
Yeah,
he didn't like the fight. He didn't like the in a different clip, he said he didn't like the matchup either. I don't know, whatever that means. But Dana White said, there's definitely going to be a rematch.
Yeah.
Definitely going to be a rematch. Want to see a rematch. I want to see a rematch. Everyone wants to see a rematch. So that's what makes sense to me. Let me play you a couple clips from Robbie Lawler here.
Okay.
Robbie, you definitely handled yourself with class after what happened there, but can you just give us an idea of kind of what your emotion is after what looked to be a pretty controversial ending?
I mean, shit happens in there. Sometimes there's mistakes being made. Herb checked on me, and when he checked on me, I gave him the thumbs up, and he came in there. I couldn't hear him talking because of how the choke was on. My head was on his body on this side, and his arm was over here, so I couldn't hear him talking. And I'm not going to just dangle a hand there, so I just put it down, and then when he checked, I gave him the thumbs up, and looked right at him. I was like, hey, man, fuck, I'm good. I mean, it happens. I mean, he's a hell of a ref. He just made a mistake.
There you go.
Man, very well
Tough,
done.
right?
Dude, especially as passionate as Robbie is, man. Kudos to him. And even right after the match, you know, he kind of yelled at Herb like real quick, and Herb Dean was just, you could see it in his eyes.
That's what he was saying when
just,
he's like, went up to him like, dude, I'm good, bro.
Just super
I was
let
good.
down. And Herb's like, you know, just kind of gave him that,
Right.
sorry, man.
I don't know what to do.
And then Robbie immediately flipped a switch and was cool, you know, with Herb Dean. Because Herb Dean is probably one of the biggest names and probably most respected as a referee, I think,
right.
in UFC history. So I think it was an honest mistake, but what are you going to do? Herb Dean tried 2 different ways of communicating, and Herb saw, I mean, he's been doing it a lot. You get experience, claps, anything else, unfortunately, in this case. And Herb Dean didn't see 2 of the things that he needed to see.
Right.
And they had to stop it. And I get that. I don't agree with it, but I get that. But damn, what a downfall. What a shame. Because, man.
I think it's how everyone feels.
Damn, Lawler.
I don't know a person. I haven't seen a person on Twitter or social media or anyone that's like,
what a shame.
That wasn't a shame. That wasn't, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
I think we all would have almost probably felt the same way had it been stopped early when Robbie Lawler busted out with that onslaught at the beginning. I think we all would have felt like, damn, it kind of got stopped early there.
Yeah.
You know, if he would have stopped it, because it could have been, I thought it was on the edge, dude. I thought I was like, oh shit, this might be done early, you know?
Dude, Mueller and I were off the couches, dude.
I bet.
Does
Mueller hate Askren?
He doesn't hate him. No,
I know a lot of people do.
He respects the wrestling. But you know what Mueller and I were talking about?
How he looks like Lil Dicky?
Well, that.
Okay.
Yeah, that number one. And, dude, in that weight class, I have never seen anybody in that weight class trying to bring the dad bod back.
Yeah, I know.
That was incredible.
I know, dude.
This guy's like an Olympian wrestler. What is he doing with this little Dicky dad bod?
Check this out. This is Robbie Lawler talking about the choke that you're talking about.
Okay.
Robbie, from an outsider's perspective, it's hard to tell how tight the choke actually was. You said, one half of your head was kind of on his body. So did he just have the choke on the one side, or was it fully locked in? Did you feel it blacking out?
I wasn't choking because I was actually thinking I could just pick him up and slam him. But he...
Dude, let me stop there real quick. I thought he was. Did you see when Robbie first got in the choke? It looked like he was about to give him a Kurt Angle. You don't know wrestling like that, but Kurt Angle slam, dog.
Yeah.
It looked like he was about to pick him up and give him an Olympic slam like Kurt Angle and just drop him, kind of almost how he did at the beginning of the fight. I thought for sure he was going to pick him up. I didn't think he was in trouble then.
Yeah.
Until his arm, when I saw his arm go limp, I was like, fuck, he's in a lot more trouble than I thought he was.
Right.
You know? But I initially thought he was going to pick him up. Didn't you?
I thought so too.
I thought he was going to pick him up.
I thought he had a pretty good chance to do that. Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's let him continue here.
was squeezing so damn hard, it was like, just let him burn out his arms. Like, if you go back, at least that's what it felt like to me. I don't know how it looked on TV, but it felt like he was just wasting energy squeezing me when I wasn't getting choked. So I just sat there, and guess I should have done the thumbs up a little earlier or something. I mean.
So you weren't close to going out whatsoever?
No.
Okay.
All right, Robbie. Just curious, how close did you think?
That's it. That's all we need to hear on that. So yeah, basically he was saying he didn't have the choke in.
Yeah.
He was squeezing his head, and he said he was squeezing hard.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm just gonna let him squeeze out.
Yeah.
Because there's no way he can keep squeezing my head this long, and him
Which makes
squeezing my
sense.
head isn't gonna put me out. So I
Without
don't
him
care.
being choked.
Yeah, I'm not being choked. I don't care. I'll just relax and let him squeeze out, and then pop out of this shit and
Lift him up and throw him down.
Man, I'm with Herb Dean, and I'm with Ben. Like, when you see the arm go limp like that, something occurs. It feels weird. It feels like the guy is choked out and he's done.
Yeah.
Because of the way he went limp. But then when you hear him describe it, you can see that side of it too.
Yeah.
It's so hard, dude. I know a lot of people are really on Askren's case and hating on him, but it's not his job to ref the fight.
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't do anything more than just he got lucky, I would say. I would agree with anyone that says he got lucky.
Hella lucky.
But I'm not going to blame the guy.
No.
Do I like the guy a ton? No. Do I find his humor and his do I find him funny? No.
And how he was disrespectful
Right.
to Lawler.
Do I find him classy? No.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. It's just I'm not a huge fan of Ben Askren. Did you hear he's good friends with Tyron Woodley?
Yes.
Did you hear what he said about the Woodley fight?
They train together.
Yeah. I think he was talking about that.
They train together.
Going into the Woodley, do you have anything more to say on the Lawler fight?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, so going into the Woodley fight, what did you think of that one? What was your impressions of it? How did you think Usman handled it? How did you think Woodley handled it? Was that what you were expecting?
No, I wasn't.
Was Mueller expecting that?
No,
What do you think?
Mueller and I weren't expecting this. We've watched a lot of Woodley fights.
Of Woodley fights,
dude. And he can ground and pound. He's one of the arguably one of the best
Have you ever
wrestlers.
seen him this neutralized?
Dude, he was asleep. Like I felt like. I started wondering like his conditioning. I started thinking back like, dude, did this guy eat? Did this guy get any carbs? Is this guy sleeping during the match? He just never ever hit like top speed. There wasn't a top speed with him, and that's kind of what I saw during the whole fight. I've never ever seen Woodley so dismal, I guess is maybe the best word, or one of the better ones to describe him. He just looked tired. He looked asleep. He just couldn't get any momentum. He couldn't get anything worked through. And if we know anything about Usman, what is his name?
Usman? Marty? He was calling him Marty?
Yeah, for sure. But
Ben Askren kept calling him Marty in the press conference. I didn't understand that. Is that what they call him? Is that his nickname, or is he being like funny there? That's why another thing I didn't get about Askren.
I don't.
Do you know anything about Marty?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just know Marty McFly.
Well, because his name is Kamaru. So Marty, they call him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
All right.
But Usman, man, what we know about Usman, and he's newer in the game, with now 15-1 record. Dude, he has stamina. This guy can go and go and go and go, and we saw that obviously. Like he just never let Woodley have any air. Just any. There was just no breathing room, and he held Woodley down like you couldn't believe, man. I wonder what happened to Woodley. I'd like to know. Did you hear anything about his presser? Did he discuss anything about I just wasn't feeling good, I wasn't feeling right, I wasn't myself? Because dude, there was no. I would have never guessed that was Tyron Woodley during that fight.
Yes, I did. I can pull a little piece up. Yeah, I thought the exact same thing. I was super weirded out because, like you said, this is a guy that you feel like can do everything. His offense has never been neutralized like that. If there is a little bit of a weakness, maybe the wrestling aspect of it, and that's obviously showed here, and maybe that's why I feel like that because it's so fresh in my mind. But it just looked like this was a Khabib McGregor situation where he was just being wrestled to the ground so well. And he was being held down and controlled so well that it felt like he was in quicksand. Yeah. Every time he tried to move, it got worse for him. Every time he tried to get out of it, it was like a boa constrictor, just squeezing and squeezing and squeezing, tighter and tighter. And that is the most, for me, I'm not a fighter, but for me, knowing the kind of claustrophobic I am, that would be the most infuriating, frustrating type of person to try to fight. Yeah. A person that can hold you and squeeze you and neutralize you and maneuver you any way they want, and you knowing you can't do shit about it. It's like when you're stuck underneath a bed as a kid. You crawl under a bed playing hide and seek, and then all of a sudden you can't get out. You get stuck. Your heart starts beating fast. You start freaking out. Then you start probably get yourself more stuck. Just like your dog getting stuck behind the neighbor's fence or something. You know what I mean? Like we've all been there. We've all seen it. That's how I would feel fighting a guy like Usman. But I thought his post-fight press conference was awesome. I thought his post-fight interview was awesome. I've never heard that guy speak, but man, I'm a fan. Mm-hmm. The Nigerian Nightmare, I think that guy's awesome, dude.
Man, bringing his daughter to and telling his daughter to remember this day. Yeah. And he was so respectful to Tyron Woodley, man. I just, it just seemed like a real class act.
Right.
I was really impressed with him, man.
I think he's sorry, I'm pulling up the trying to find that Woodley sound. Mm-hmm. He really impressed me, and I'm definitely a fan now. Like I said, I've never really watched him fight before. I've never seen a ton of his. I've seen some highlights stuff, and but I haven't really heard him speak either. Well-spoken guy, very classy, very respectful. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Let me play this Ben Askren sound for you really quick. Okay. On the Usman fight, he didn't feel the way we do.
Really?
You tweeted some comments a couple hours ago, about 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Can you clarify what you meant by that?
Absolutely. Man, if I would have fought like that, the arena would have booed me out of the place. I mean, how many times did they get broken up because of lack of action? And obviously, on Tyron's end, as a competitor, Tyron needs to let his hands go and get it going. But as far as Marty's concerned, he was just pushing him into the cage when he was on top, wasn't really doing much. And that's like something I've got criticized excessively for in my career, and I've never held anyone against the cage for a while. So, I didn't really like that.
Ben,
obviously, I understand there's some bias involved.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. I know that's kind of your MO to, get under people's skin. But, I mean, you really believe that? A lot of people think that was an exceptional performance by Usman.
I don't know, really? That's not what I felt when I was watching it. I felt that Tyron didn't let his offense go. That was what I felt when I was watching it. I mean, really, Kamaru, Marty, whatever his damn name is, he pushed him against the cage. When he got the takedowns, it's not like he progressed anywhere. There was the one segment in the fourth round when they really both kind of let it go for about 30 seconds. And, besides that, how many breakages? You tell me how many breakages were there due to lack of action? I think 4 or 5.
There were a couple that felt that they were unwarranted, though. He was in a good position when the referee broke it.
But he wasn't doing it. You have to do something. They tell you that. You got to do something. You can't just push.
There you go.
So I agree with some of it. The one thing that I really agree with, I was obviously I had the pay-per-view, and so I got to hear what Woodley's corner kept telling him.
Okay.
And his corner kept telling Woodley, bite down and go for it. Bite down, on your mouth guard and go get it.
Was 14,000.
Sorry about that.
And Woodley never just really got his offense started. Woodley is absolutely known for coming out with blows and combinations, and he could not do that. And his corner kept telling him, like, "Look, dog, you're gonna have to TKO this guy if you want to win. Bite down and get your offense together." So I agree with Ben from that aspect.
All right, here's a little bit of sound on Woodley. Let me.
I beat a lot of ass in my day, and I've also been knocked down, had to bounce back. So I can give you a million excuses on earth, but I can tell you right now that I was prepared. I was ready. Even in the warm-up, I felt extremely sharp. And sometimes you just have those fights when you go out there and it's like a badass dream. You want to punch hard, but you don't punch. You want to move forward, but you're stepping back. So I had too many moments in there. And Kamaru, he came out there and he won. So I still believe I'm the greatest welterweight of all time. So now my path is getting back and getting a belt. Sometimes everyone thinks that, proving that means you go on a streak and you don't lose and you're undefeated. But sometimes the greatest champions have to face adversity and bounce back and win. So I'm looking to try to run that fight back.
I agree. I think you said it very, very well said. I look back at my competitive days with sports, right? Tennis being one of mine, right? I went to state all 4 years in tennis, man. Was decently successful. Never got like the first and the seconds. I think my best place in state tennis was 5th, which isn't bad. So I'm pretty proud of it. But when I look at competition, in this caliber, 1 versus 1, where you don't have a team aspect involved, right? I look at some of my tennis matches and some of my best, but yet some of my worst. When I look back at these, there were individuals that I played that just controlled the game, just controlled the match
in tennis
better than I did. Yeah. And I think that's exactly what happened. I mean, you will play people that you can play very, very well with. You can get the volleys going and you can get the back. Everything's kind of working, right? You got your speed and whatnot. But then there's individuals who just kind of back you into a corner and just kind of control the match, and you just can't get a rhythm going. Nothing works.
Right.
You're missing your shots by miles. You're slower. They're changing the pace to better their game. And by that, they can really take you off of your game. And I really related to that when Woodley said that.
That's what's great about the fight game in general. It changes up so much. There's always a new guy that's better than the last, dude. It changes so rapidly, quicker than any other sport. In the NFL, you may have a guy that's really elite for 10 years. You may have guys that are elite for 3 years. Yeah. It just kind of depends on the position. But in MMA, there's never a guy that's just elite for a decade, dude, or even 5 years. That's like a tough. Like if a guy is really, really elite for 5 years, you have the anomalies, you have the Anderson Silvas, but you have a guy like that guy still gets smoked here and there. And it just age, training, everything catches up to you way more and way quicker in fighting. It feels like to me. It just feels like as dominant as one guy is, there's always a next guy ready to knock him or her off the mountain. We've seen it with Ronda Rousey. We've seen it with every big-time MMA star. Forrest Griffin at one time. You remember that Forrest Griffin-Anderson Silva fight when Forrest Griffin got his ass beat by Anderson Silva? Dude, yep. Forrest he's a legend. It doesn't take away the fact that he's a UFC Hall of Famer, he's an MMA legend, or he's one of the greatest fighters of all time, but he's still got his ass beat. It just happens, dude. It's just like any other sport. Matchups are everything. Matchups are key. Matchups are clutch. And some people you just don't match up as well as you do with others. Yeah. It's for some reason, why can the Chiefs go out and score 45 points a game and then all of a sudden they're held to under 15. You know, it's just matchups thing. It's interesting, man. It's why we love sports.
Yeah.
It's why we love them.
Yeah, it is the greatest
reality show, bro.
Show.
It really is.
It is.
It really is. So that's kind of all the sound I have on UFC there.
Cool.
I didn't pull any of the Bones Jones. I thought the interview Johnny Bones Jones did after the fight, the post-fight, not press conference, but just interview, I thought he was super, super classy. And other than the last answer, which got a little long-winded for me, I thought it was an awesome interview. Yeah. I thought he was very, very classy. I thought he gave a ton of credit to Anthony Smith. I want to get you. What did you think of the fight overall? Before I give you my thoughts.
Yeah, I think Anthony Smith's corner was telling him the same thing. You got to go out and win this. You got to go out and get this. You know, decisions are already been done. The only way you got to go out and get this.
Yeah.
I thought Anthony Smith. I don't know a lot about Anthony Smith, so what I learned from this fight was, man, Lionheart, I think, is true to his name. I think that name didn't come from just out of the blue. Man, he has a heart of a lion, and I thought he took some punches. He took a beating. He took, a gut check to the stamina. But Lionheart was definitely something that I saw from him. The one thing I would say was you saw John Bones' illegal move, right?
Yes, of course.
Because obviously Smith had still at least one, if not both hands were still on the ground.
Huge moment in the fight.
And both hands had to be up before he was able to do something like that. So it was clear as day, and that's why he was docked the 2 points. We all know.
Didn't matter.
But for Lionheart to go to the doctor, and the doctor says, "Can you go on? Are you still good to go?" And he says, "Absolutely, I am good to go." How he could have taken the belt that night in the most wrong way via sports and what we all want. He had the dignity to say, "No, I don't want it that way. I'm not going to get it that way. I want to win it, not steal it." I thought that was the coolest quote ever, dude, and good for him.
I agree. I thought that was awesome. Here's what I will say. That point in the fight, that was everything for him. That saved his ass, dude. Yeah. You think about the way Lionheart my ass. That guy was curled up in the corner getting the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
I didn't see any Lionheart. I was watching through the first 3 rounds like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Who gave this guy a title fight? Who put this guy in here? He's clearly outmatched. Sure. He's curdled up in the corner. I thought for sure like they were just going to call the fight for lack of doing anything.
Yeah.
John Jones was doing everything he could and couldn't knock the guy out or couldn't finish the guy, which was super disappointing to me because I was like, this guy's bitched up in the corner. He's balled up. Yeah. Like, it reminded me of a fight with a big brother and a little brother where the big brother's just kicking him and the little brother's not fighting back and he's just balled up on the floor.
Yeah.
How many more times you want to kick him before you just go upstairs?
Yeah, no doubt.
Like, it was...
I asked
I was
Mueller.
Bored, I was annoyed. I didn't see any Lionheart at all. I was talking shit.
Well, that's
myself.
That's where I get the Lionheart though from. This guy took it and took it and took it and took a beating and took a beating. Like, I'm surprised this guy's not dead.
I thought he should have. Lionheart to me is like, all right, I'm clearly overmatched here, but I'm going to stand up and I'm going to swing for the fences and get my ass knocked out. If I can connect with something, I will. Yeah. But I'm not going to, but cowering up in the corner, balling up, that's not only not defending yourself, it just looks terrible and it's boring to fight fans. So for me, that's how I was feeling through the first 3 rounds, right? Obviously, my sentiment and everything else kind of changed a little once the illegal shot was taken by Jones. Mm-hmm. Then once I saw Smith decline and say, nope, I'm good, I'm good, that was super classy because everyone in the building knows the dude was getting his ass beat the entire fight. It wasn't close. There was no way. If it was a close fight, I could see him taking the belt, being like, yo, I can't continue, whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't a close fight. So that would have been the biggest bitch move of all time if he takes that belt, doing it that way, knowing he was curled up in the corner the entire fight, getting his face kicked in.
I agree.
And he wasn't even really getting his face kicked in. He was just getting hit. Yeah. It was just like...
But to argue your point, and I get where you're coming from, dude, that totally makes sense. But argue this. Dude, this was a decision in the round 5. This went the whole entire match.
Yep.
Dude, who can go toe-to-toe the entire match with John Bones Jones? And arguably still around his peak. I think he's 31 now.
Yeah, 31. He's still in his prime.
And I would have loved to seen him, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, before he kept getting into bullshit problems.
Yeah.
28, 27. Oh my God, that John Bones Jones was different.
He hasn't had the amount of fights that a normal 31-year-old has had anyway because of suspensions and stuff. So he's avoided a lot of damage there. Let's be real. He hasn't taken. So he's not a normal 31-year-old fighter. You know.
I agree. But to argue that point, I think dude, there's not a lot of people that can go toe-to-toe with John Bones Jones.
I agree, and
Through
something about
5
that made
rounds.
me, I was pissed off at John Jones, too. I was like, man, what are you doing, dog? You can't finish this guy that's sitting in the corner letting you get every free shot you want. You can't finish this man?
Dude, John Bones Jones could have done spinning windmills off cages.
Right.
He could have done anything he wanted against this individual.
Right, he was standing in front of him.
And he didn't go and win it via TKO.
Right.
He could have.
It felt like he could have, but could he have? Why didn't he?
I don't know.
That's what I'm...
And see, my argument, like I said, I think you're absolutely right. And that's what us viewers want to see, especially us viewers paying $65 to get the HD version and not $55 for the standard version.
Yeah.
That's what we all wanted to see. But, man, I thought John Bones Jones could have just, went out there and absolutely won this. But, and I know this rule's a little bit newer because they're obviously ship-shaping the rules, as much as they can and changing these for the safety of these individuals. But for John Bones Jones, he's not an amateur. This guy's been doing it for a little while. And, yeah, maybe he hasn't had all the experiences, like you say, in the ring. He knows damn well better.
I think he saw once his knee came off the canvas, that's what he was looking at.
Yeah.
When I saw the replay a couple times, him looking down, he was looking, once his knee came up, that's when he fired the shot.
Sure.
And he didn't let him get his hands up. So I don't think there was any need for John Jones to do that. I don't think he did it it didn't look like it was out of frustration. It didn't look like it was on purpose. It just looked like a mistake.
It didn't look like a Hardy incident.
But I agree. I was like, initially when it happened, I was like, oh shit, you've got to be kidding me.
Right.
This guy's going to beat him down the whole entire fight. Now he's going to lose the belt on this.
I know.
I was nervous. I'm not going to lie.
We were all sweating.
And I don't even know if I was really cheering for Johnny Bones Jones. I'm not the biggest John Jones fan. I have a lot of respect for what he does, but a lot of the antics when he comes out and a lot of the crawling around, I'm not a huge fan of it.
Sure.
Not to knock the guy's talent or say he's not one of the greatest of all time or the greatest ever. He is, regardless of the suspensions and regardless of the PEDs. But I will say, after the fight, that was one of the classiest post-fight interviews he's done, and that made me gain a lot more respect for John Jones than I did have when he was walking out.
Yeah.
I thought the mashup of the We Are the Champions and the mix of his music was cool. I thought he did a good job with that, or his sound engineers or whoever chose the mix for it. I thought that was pretty cool. But overall in the fight, man, you got to give it up to him. You got to give him credit. I guess you have to give Anthony Smith credit for not taking the easy way out, if you will, not just conceding and saying, hey, I'm going to take the belt. Yep, he kicked me in the face. He knew he was getting his face kicked in the whole fight. That's the only reason I think the guy got cheered at the end of the fight. And I think that's the reason John Jones went all the way over the top to give Anthony Smith the amount of praise that he did. I think he knew the guy was durable. I think he knew the guy was tough. But I think he went way over the top to give him so much praise because he knows that he kind of saved his ass there.
Right. No, I agree. I can't add anything more to that.
Cool.
I thought it was very cool for him to be like that. And, man, shout outs to Lionheart, man. Anthony Smith, man. Not taking the easy way out.
Yep.
I want to win it. I don't want to steal it.
For sure. No doubt, man. You want to move into sneaks or what?
Let's do it.
Going to sneakers and fashion here. I wanted to talk Supreme, but there's just not enough leaks out. I wanted to see what was coming this week on Thursday and kind of break down. What do you got?
Hey, hold on. You want me to tell you that leak, or you want to save it for JJ? I got the leak too, man. Is it the shoes?
Yes.
Yeah, let us hit it with us, JJ. Give JJ a little shine here.
All right. Wow.
Oh, thank you. Well,
right.
this week, Supreme and Timberland are collabing.
Go ahead.
Supreme and Timberland are collabing.
Just want to let people know you're here.
Yeah.
You're in the cut.
In the building.
Yeah. For sure. So, Supreme and Timberland are releasing a 3-eye classic lug shoe. This honestly has to be one of the ugliest shoes I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is the penny loafers you were talking about, like the Off-Whites.
Yeah, the Off-White Presto.
These are absolutely terrible, and one of them has leopard print to make it even worse.
Oh, those are cold.
Yeah. So these are like Sperry's, right? But then they've got like the Timberland soles that we all know, right? The super rugged New York conditions for the winter. They might be one of the ugliest shoes I've ever seen. I'm with JJ on this one.
Dude.
Any opinion on that?
Those are fire.
By any chance you
must cop.
That's a must cop.
Dude.
Well, it sounds like it might be easy as hell because everyone hates the damn shoe.
No, dude, I got it.
Dude, should we buy up the whole stock of them?
Dude, I gotta have them. I gotta have 3.
Is this a normal Timberland shoe, or do you know?
No, I don't believe it to be a normal Timberland shoe. I think what they've done is.
Or do they have like a lug shoe of sorts?
Yeah, I think that's what they're kind of comparing it to, is kind of a lug aspect, and then obviously with the Timberland boot sole.
Yeah.
So they're calling it like the iconic 3-eye classic lug sole shoes. So I don't know much more than that, but man, it is chunky. It is Sperry looking. It is Timberland on the bottom side.
So bad. It's so trashy. Oh my gosh.
Is it?
Personally, I think it is.
I don't know. That's some Wolf of Wall Street shit. I'd rock the hell out of them if I could. If I had a boat.
Yeah. Right.
I need those.
If you had
It's like your Vans almost. It's like that trying to get that like cool penny loafer look, but you want to walk out in the snow at the same time.
Let me see them again. Here's the difference that I think here's the difference I see between these and Sperry's and why Sperry's look a lot better. These have like an ATR outsole. These look like my Pharrell Human Races on the bottom, fool. Why do these have a trail sole? For one, are we doing some hiking in these penny loafers?
Yeah.
Are we going to the Dylan Ice Castles, number one?
Yeah.
For two, look at the heel on that bitch. Dude, the heel is like, Sperry's just have just a really easy transition. Yeah. Some of them are even just all flat, all around. Those, they have a heel, bro.
Dude, they literally took the sole off of a Timberland boot. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not.
That's all they did.
Yeah.
When I see this shoe, immediately I think Prince, the cheetah ones. For some reason, I think it's the combination of the heel and the leopard print. I just see Prince right in my head, right?
Yeah.
Boom, popped in my head.
You know what I think of when I see him?
What's that?
Especially the cheetah joints.
More of a heel though.
I think, and I know you haven't seen this movie, but I think of Rodney Dangerfield, Caddyshack.
Oh,
dude, he would definitely rock the hell out of those.
Yeah, I need
to get the heel on them joints. You got the cheetah. That's Rodney Dangerfield and Caddyshack.
Yeah, those are bad.
He definitely wear those.
Those are bad.
Yeah. I think we'll pass.
Bad.
I like the red insole that says Timberland and then the Supreme collab on the insole. That's about all I like.
Timberland's got to you got to take one on for that. Got to hit them with a shot.
L on the way out.
That's bad, dude.
So
really
that's the latest with Supreme. But yeah, aside from that, there's not quite enough leaks on what really is going to be this week. I think we'll find out a little bit more today and into tomorrow. Do you know anything more, JJ?
No, this is all I know so far.
Yeah.
And quick point here.
Yeah.
If Supreme ever collabs with anyone on a shoe, it's always ugly. Like I have never really seen a Supreme shoe that really stands out except for Nike. Nike has done really well with it, but every other shoe, it's like
I'd agree with some of that.
Makes my like skin.
I'd agree with some of that. Hey, do you guys want to see? You want to see the shoe that I got?
Yeah.
On Saturday?
Nah.
Wait, that I wasn't able to pick up, and I got it's not a cool story, but it's a little story, man, on shout outs to people helping out people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so let me grab it real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, we'll save this. We got a gift too from one of the listeners, so we'll take a look at that in a second. And then I got a couple other questions for you too about some other shoes.
Bet on.
Get into those. Let me see.
All right,
what you got here?
So these, I told you, when we saw them, when we talked about them, about a month and a half ago, I was like, oh, dude, I got to have those, man.
Were you like,
whoa, yeah!
Yeah, absolutely.
I was literally going to ask, like, should I get ready?
Were you like this?
Whoa!
Were you like this?
Whoa!
That sounds like JJ.
Those are sick though.
So
whoa, yeah!
Nice. So what we're looking at here is the Have a Nike Day Air Max 1s, obviously.
When is Air Max Day, by the way?
3/26, March 26th, I believe. So these obviously, in celebration of Air Max month, Air Max Day. I love these, man. They're like that pastel dream. Okay, these are the Easter Sunday, the Sunday best joints. Look at that translucent, milky outsole with the turquoise greens and the orange and the purples. Dude, these are so iced out. These are what I should wear to the Ice Castles in Dillon.
I would rock with them harder if they would have used this peach color in this suede.
I agree.
If it would have been that, I would have rocked with these so much harder.
That would have been
not
so
that I
much
don't
better.
rock with them now. They're cool to me, but they're just cool. I would feel like I do about the Desert Ores. What's up?
Do you think that bright color would be too much though?
If I thought that, I wouldn't have said that I would rock with these super heavy.
JJ, you know what it would be? It'd be too much fire. There's your answer.
Right.
Have a nice day.
If it was brighter, I feel like it would have taken more away from the shoe. Like,
no, it would have added more.
No way.
No.
But I'm also a bright guy, so you've taken Dallas' spot as the most neutral guy on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're just not a bright guy. That's what it comes down to. Yeah. No pun intended.
So I really like these. I wish I could have had a second pair of laces. What color of laces would you have?
Oh, they didn't come with any others?
One
That's
pair.
shocking.
One pair.
Oh, they did come with some.
No. Only these that are in there.
Oh, they didn't come in there.
Only
Sorry.
the purple.
Yeah.
What color would have been super sick in there?
Turquoise.
Yeah, or that.
That's what I was going to say.
Or that bright salmon.
This bright salmon right here. So if they didn't do the bright salmon here on the suede,
yeah, exactly.
how about a bright
least an extra
salmon lace? That's
Got you.
exactly what I was going to say.
Let's go. I'm with you on that.
Perfect.
Get
Boom.
us in the zone, fool. What are we doing?
I love these shoes, man. I think they're great, super comfortable. Maybe not the easiest to wear via colors, but I was going to wear them today. But I wanted you to see that milky outsole without being worn, because I think
stomping through the snow
dude,
out here.
It's one of the best spots, even though you can't see it when you're wearing it. So I wanted to, but this is a great shoe to wear with any black. Like I have black on black today, so this would have been perfect for that.
Black on
so
black.
Not too hard to wear, but
Just
again,
wear some plain shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
What about the availability of these? How hard were these to get? You got them locally, right?
I did. Yeah, let me give a little shout out real quick on the local. So these were in Foot Lockers.
I was just gonna set them on top of the box.
Okay, perfect. These were in Foot Lockers for sure. I can't tell you how many Finish Lines they had them in store, but they were obviously on finishline.com. They were on Foot Locker. They were also on Nordstrom. I had a lot of people have success with Nordstrom online on these guys. A couple of people on my Twitter timeline. But how this worked for me was, of course, I had to work on Saturday, and I had to open, right? So I have to be there at 8:30. The malls don't open till 10, yada, yada. The homie Gabe came through for me. He's been one of my buddies, man, for a long time that has worked at Park Meadows Foot Locker. I hit him up because I went in the night before and I was like, are you guys getting these? Blah, blah, blah. Did my reconnaissance, yada, yada. And they're like, yeah, man, we'll have them first come, first serve. I said, I don't think there's going to be a lot because you also had the 95s and I believe 98s or 97s. I can't remember, but multi-pack. But I was like, I'm just interested in the ones. He's like, yeah, man, we'll have them. We have a full size run. So I thought, damn it, how am I going to get these? So I said, hey, man, if you can, would you mind picking them up for me? Yeah, I didn't want any discounts. I didn't want anything. I just said, hey, can you pick them up for me? He's like, oh, I don't know, man. I closed tonight. I'll let you know. So this guy hits me up in the morning. He's like, hey, man, what size did you need again? And I was like, size 10. He's like, I got you, man. I will have it. So not only did he buy this pair of shoes for me, because they did sell out that day.
Wow.
So I don't know. They sold out most places online. That's what I can tell you. In stores, I don't know how well they did. But at Park Meadows, they did sell out. Not only did he cop these for me, he hand-delivered them, man. Came by my T-Mobile store and hand-delivered the bastards right to me, man. I was super pumped. So shout-outs to Gabe. You were the man. I appreciate you, dude. And you made my weekend.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So that's what it goes. Hey, relationships, man, in the sneaker world, relationships in any world, to get anywhere, to do anything, to have advantages, to have a more successful life, dude, you cannot beat it. You have to have partnerships in this world. You have to have successful relationships in the world. And let this be yet another lesson to us on how important it is to network and to know people and to talk to people and to treat people with respect and be fucking nice.
Yeah.
Have a Nike day.
Have a Nike day.
That's it.
Nice way to end it. So, no, I think they're dope. I don't know if I'd pay resell. If I could get them for $120, I might. Resell is about $150 in my size. Yeah. What would you say sizing wise?
Sizing wise, true. It is the true staple, dude. Air Max 1's always true to size. Always, always. Absolutely.
Cool. I like the pair. I like them overall. I don't know if like I said, I'd pay resell, but I think they're dope. I'm not the hugest Air Max guy.
Yeah.
Certain silhouettes, certain colorways, certain pairs have been growing on me lately. But I'm interested to see what else they drop for Air Max month and Air Max day and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see kind of what else comes out. You think there's going to be any surprises or anything that hasn't been kind of leaked and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious. What I would say is I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Sean Witherspoon. He's worn like 3 or 4 different shoes that we're all kind of wondering. Some have had floral print. Some have even been like water resistant Air Maxes. So I'm excited to see what iterations we might see from Sean Witherspoon. And if we talk about his shoe from last year, dude, have you seen resale lately on those?
No.
Dude, we're getting upwards of $800-900 in like the 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5s.
Wow.
Dude, they are really, really climbing off the charts, man.
For the pair with just the extra lace set?
Yeah, just the extra lace set.
$958 in my size.
Isn't that crazy?
Stupid.
Dude, stupid.
Oh, $950 in a 12.5 though.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had the baseball cards and the cap that they were giving out.
Yeah, if you had all that stuff. And then the original, and then the collector pack was, I think, a dust bag, multiple stickers, and then multiple patches. So You had that, then you had the extra lace set, and then of course you had the hat that came out and the shirt that came out separately.
Damn.
So, dude, so I'm excited to see what they might do for and with Sean this Air Max Day. I think that's what's going to be really kind of the sneaks and the surprises to look forward to. So we'll see.
Cool. What about your ISPAs? I wanted to bring that up, dude. You're so pumped to get the ISPAs, and then you text me, and you're like, dude, you're not going to believe what happened. So you won the raffle on End to be able to get the ISPAs. Not that it was an insanely hard pair to get, but you still registered for the raffle, and lo and behold, you got lucky. And you won the raffle.
And the thing we know about the raffle is, especially if you're doing it in the UK, you're going to be taxed a little bit more and a little bit differently than if you would have just got them off of sneakers, right?
Yeah.
Which I could have, and they were available. That was the one pair that did sell out, the black
blacks,
pair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got them. I was super pumped. And you know anything about the UK sizing? So if it's 9.5 usually in the UK, then you damn well know it's going to be a 10 in US. So there's usually a half size difference, right?
Yep.
From the country sizing. So I went ahead and put in the raffle as a 9.5, thinking that I was going to get a 10 and everything was going to be Gucci. I get the package, and of course I got it a little later than our homie here, Joey, who we got to look at.
Yeah, we already saw him.
We got to look at his pair, which was cool, and I got to try on his pair of 10, so I damn sure know that 10 was the size I needed.
Yep.
I opened up the pack from End, dude, and UK packaging. Shout outs to End, because not only do they double box it, so you have your shoe box, then they put it in the End like cardboard box, and then they put a bag over that, so you're not going to get any moisture anywhere. So, dude, it's almost like a triple kind of.
That's nice. So you got the bag, then you got the End box, then you got your shoe box inside that.
Then you got the shoe box inside that. So
they're really
shout
protecting your box.
Yeah, shout outs to End, because it obviously comes across the pond here on that. So, so I'm opening up the package, dude. I'm super pumped, man, because I saw him earlier that day. I'm like, Joey's pair is sick. I tried him on.
Yeah!
10 is great. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, I'm ready to rock.
Yeah.
I pull these things out. Of course, I pull the box out because it's like super, super tight in there. And of course, the label is the side that I'm pulling out. And I see that US 10.5.
No way.
Dude, I about lost my melons, dog. Oh, I was so pissed.
Dude,
Robinson,
you run outside and
dude. Yeah, I got on my bicycle with my
started pedaling
with my poker cards through the wheels and started pedaling because I'm so fucking pissed.
That's tight.
Dude, I yell the word fuck so loud, dude, inside the house. Robin's in the kitchen cooking up dinner, and I'm not helping her cook dinner, so she's already mad at me, and she's like, what? And I'm like,
whoa, yeah.
Did she hit you with that?
She's like, what? What's wrong, babe? And I'm like, damn it, I got the wrong size. And she's like, and she's super logical, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't order a lot of stuff, but she's logical. She's like, how'd you get the wrong size? Isn't it pretty easy to select your size?
Oh.
I said you have no idea. This is UK sizing.
Shut the hell up.
I chose the right sizing. This is the worst. She's like, what do you mean? I'll tell you what I mean. UK sizing's a half size different. I went with the 9.5, and I got a 10.5. And she's like, I'm sorry, babe. Are you hungry? No, I'm not hungry. So anyways, that was my night. It was the worst ever. I text franchise. I'm like, dog, you tell Joey I'll make him an offer that he can't refuse. I need his shoes. Yeah. I got to sell these now. I got to get rid of them. I'm going to lose money. What can you do for me? And franchise hits me back. He's like, oh, bro, I'm so sorry, man. I know you're really looking forward to that pair.
Yeah.
So he empathized. I was happy about that because I would have punched his ass through the fucking phone at that point. If I would have got any shit, I literally would have fist to face through the phone.
Yeah.
You know, that was it. So, long story short, sorry about the heated moment. I wanted you guys to know how passionate I was. I'm gonna get this shoe.
That was rough, dude.
And now I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient. I'm going to wait for this thing to go under retail, hopefully. I'm going to wait to see if I can get a better pricing. I might, because this midsole's black, I might even try to get a used pair on a discount because I do really like the pair. I love the elements. Like, the shoe is built to weather the elements. I really like that. In Colorado, I think it's a great shoe to have. And I do like it. And if you looked at Hess Kick Kick's video.
Yeah.
He did one on it, and he argues that this is one of the most comfortable React shoes out there. So
nice.
he says it blows away.
I like it better than the Element 87s, dude.
He says it blows away the 87s
and
the
better.
55s via comfort, which the 55s are shit anyways. But he says it's really the most the comfortable React shoe out there. So far.
I'm looking forward to it. I definitely want to cop it. Like I said, I want to swap it out and put some orange laces in it, make it look really dope. But I'm sorry about it. At least it's not the good thing is at least it wasn't like an off-white shoe or a shoe that's like crazy hyped that you really wanted your size. You know what I mean? At least it's like not you sold it already, right?
I did.
Did you lose any money?
I have it right here packaged up.
Lose money?
I lost. Well, because you remember, I had
paid
to
a little extra. I paid UK, yeah.
It was like $179, I think. So I actually sold them for over $200.
Oh shit!
But after GOAT takes their fees, I think I lost $3.50.
Oh, okay.
After the whole thing. So
what are you gonna do?
You know, and I would have made money if I would have got it from
you hadn't overpaid.
Yeah, you know. But it is what it is. So get them out. You know. Another day.
Whatevs.
Live to fight another day, I guess.
It happens.
You want to take a look at this package here that we got in?
Yeah, man. We got another gift, man. Our listeners they're too cool, man. We appreciate that. Never ask for it, but man, it really just shows the appreciation for the time that we put in, guys, and that you're thinking about us. That's so sick, man. We appreciate that.
So this there's a few things in here, something for each of us.
Okay.
And this one says Dow, written on the box there.
Dow.
I like it. Just Dow. Written out. JJ.
Sick.
Written out. Super dope. And it's tight because he sent this one to the Most Underrated podcast from the homie GoldenEye. And he put GoldenEye right there on the shipping. So it just says GoldenEye. Really, really dope. And he wrote this note on the back of a Supreme sticker, which is super fire.
Dang.
Right?
Killed the box logo.
So I'll start out with that is still so ill to me. I don't even know.
Cool.
I told my girl last night we're gonna get a cork board. We're gonna hang like a cork board in here, and we're just gonna start pinning all of our fan. Like I've been keeping all the notes and all the shit. Dope. So yeah, we'll make like a little thing, and we'll pin them all up, and we'll have a dope ass little thing. Plus, the homie official right here, he said he's gonna paint us a Most Underrated podcast mural, dude. Like a really dope painting. He did this one in the back right here of Lucky Luciano. He did that for the homie Eric Sarno here.
Oh, Blue Eyes.
Sick. And then he did another one for our homie Drew that passed away. Mm-hmm. He did one there. Not the one on the sign, but no, he did a different one.
Gotcha.
Then he did another one for the Sal, where you seen the one that he did for Sal in the back, where he put the earrings in the actual painting and stuff. So he's got these big diamond earrings.
Dope.
Dude, it looks ill.
Nose too.
It's super fire. So he's done a bunch of stuff. He's a really, really cool guy and a really great tattoo artist. He owns a shop down in Miami or down in Florida, not Miami, but in Florida. And he lives down there and he comes out here periodically. So he's like, yo, next time I come out, I always stay with John. I got my supplies. I got you. So he's gonna hook us up. We're gonna pay him a little bit, or I'm gonna take care of him.
Sure.
And get that for us. It's gonna be awesome. So here we go. Let's continue with this. The homie GoldenEye franchise. I remember you talking about getting an AirPod case. I came across this one and thought you might like it. And he sent me the Gucci wrap AirPod case.
Sick.
Oh,
super
dope.
fire, dude. I don't even know what to say. Like I'm insanely excited about it. I'm excited to use it. I think it just goes over my existing ones. Everything I wanted, dude. It's got the little carabiner
Dude,
there.
it's even got the little carabiner,
Boom.
dog. This
Perfect,
is
bro.
This is
That's
tight,
sick.
so you can hang it from your keys or your pocket.
You
but
can switch them
Thank
out
you for
and
opening it
everything.
now, because now I can see everything. Like I'm getting a nice. This is better than me opening it. Fool. I just want you to start opening all my stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that like, I can know I'm not even throwing shots right now.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that was loud. So that was like an explosion more than the gunshot.
Dude, that's sick. You can like collect different ones.
Yeah, that's fire. So tell me, Dal, the one thing I was curious about. Damn, I left my AirPods in the whip. No.
I got mine.
Oh, do you?
I got mine.
Is it a? Does your AirPod case just fit inside there?
Yep.
Is that what it is?
It's just a shell for your AirPod case.
Okay.
Yeah. Watch. I'll grab one. Hold on.
All right, perfect. So then here, I'll continue along reading on this. Dal and JJ, I couldn't leave you guys hanging. I went to the Sneakers ATL pop-up and wanted to try my chances on the vending machine there. It's free to try, so you can get pins, cleaning products, etc. There's also mystery boxes. So I was like, whatever the mystery boxes are, they would be good for you too. The employees told me it would be free clothes, free shoes, or something already in the machine. This time it was not too fire, so I'll try again. And hopefully next time I'll get it. It'll be better.
Nice.
GoldenEye. So for you guys, what'd you guys get? Open them up. Here's
the case.
Oh, sick. So the case, how it looks in the AirPod, Oh yeah, so it does. You put your actual AirPods case inside here, and dude, this is ill.
Yeah,
and it just goes over the top. Bruh. Dude. This is so fire, dude.
Gucci stains.
GoldenEye is the man, dude. It's got the cutout in the back,
so you can pair it to a new phone if you ever needed to as well.
I
think that's pretty sick.
I'm gonna lean this up against the shoe so you guys can see it on camera. Hopefully this picks up there, but
that's dope.
Really, really dope. The Gucci AirPod case. I'm excited about it. GoldenEye. Thank you, dog. That is so cool. So cool,
dude. Got them sneaker laces, dude. These are pretty fire.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
From the ATL sneaker. Oh, that's cool. It says Sneakers Atlanta on it in the bag.
I'll probably just leave them in the bag. I won't use them. You know me, man. I'm a collector.
Yeah, this is cool.
GoldenEye, you know I like accessories, dog. I appreciate you,
Yeah, you're
man.
the accessory king.
I'm
Those are
the accessory king.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep those in the bag, man. Yeah, appreciate you, dog.
Dude, that's super cool, man. Thank you for looking out. I appreciate you being a part of the cast, man. And I've told you before, I appreciate you making the show better, Doug. You come in here, you leave thoughtful comments. You leave sometimes, whether it's constructive criticism or whether you're just enjoying what we do or whether you just want to be involved in the convo and bring your opinion through, man. We always appreciate it. It's always thoughtful. It's insightful. And we can always learn from you, and you're always helping us get better, and you're a big part of the show, Doug. So we really appreciate you, GoldenEye, for all the stuff that you do, and definitely for the gifts, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me hit my man with some hand claps here.
With some hand claps.
Let me hit him with a couple shots too. We gotta get GoldenEye shots.
You bet.
All right, there we go. GoldenEye, thank you, Doug. Do you have anything more sneaker wise?
Yeah, I just have a couple things to look forward to this week, and maybe we do kind of a copper drop segment here on
Also,
what we have this week.
I got a story sneaker related, but yes.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
Oh,
hit him with the bill and tit. Whoa.
Whoa, yeah!
Let's start. It works
Never
so great.
gonna let that go.
It works so great.
Whoa!
I got a few of them.
So a couple shoes, obviously, that we're looking forward to this week. What do you guys think about the Air Jordan 9 Dream It Do It's? Is that a cop or a pass?
Nah, pass for me.
No. I like it because it reminds me of like movies like Jungle Fever, some of those early 90s colorways, that Spike Lee directed and assisted with. So it's cool from that aspect, but not a shoe that I need. I think a couple other ones, obviously, the Inertias are coming out this Saturday.
I need them.
Now, what's your plan with these? I told you.
I'm going to swap out the laces they come with for some peach laces, which I'm going to order today. I haven't found them yet, but I'm going to get online. I'm going to do a bunch of research, and I'm going to order some really dope peach laces that match. I'm hoping those orange hits are peach. I'm hoping they're nice, bright orange peach. Yeah. In that photo there, it kind of scares me. They look like a little bit
more
of
like orange.
Yeah, just a normal.
Yeah.
They don't look as bright as I would like. I want a bright peach. I want a bright sherbet. I want a bright creamsicle type orange, bro. So if they don't got that, I'm going to be a little disappointed.
Yeah.
It's going to be chapping my ass.
How pumped are you?
John Denver's full of shit, man.
How pumped are you to have your first pair of 700s?
I'm excited to try them out.
Are you?
Yeah, I've heard a lot about them. I think I have a feeling they're going to be tight in the toes. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They just look like a shoe that I would need a 12.5 in.
Sure.
But everyone's saying true to size on them, right?
That's what I've heard.
Right.
True to size for sure.
We'll see. I'll probably need the 12.
I haven't decided. I haven't decided if I'm going to go for these yet or not. I just don't. I don't know if I was going to go with 700s. I really feel like the original Wave Runner colorway is probably the one.
I feel like those are super neutral. I thought you'd be all over those.
They are, but I don't know, man.
Super nooch.
Since this guy brought up Baby Barf.
Oh.
I just don't know if I can get on them. They look too much like Baby
Blue.
Barf. Okay.
Is that what? Was that about this?
Yeah.
No,
was that about something else?
We were talking about another shoe.
Oh,
Remember,
okay.
I was talking about the oars and that little turquoise tab.
That's right.
Yeah, I called it periwinkle or whatever.
Yeah.
So now the only other
off-white tab.
The only other one I want to talk about is, and I know you guys are probably out on these, but I love the 4Ds. I've got 3 pairs, love them. But arguably, this new Adidas ZX 4000, these are the black Onyx. So now it's just a different colorway iteration. So you've got more black, more neutral, and red tongue. I think the red tongue is enough to kind of push these over the top, in my opinion. But
I would love these shoes.
I think I'll try to go for them. I think I need both. I think I need the pack.
Look at you.
I think Muzzy's going to
see him again.
I think Muzzy's going to look out for me again. So we'll see if Muzzy can come in the clutch for me.
Have you worn your other ones yet?
I have. I finally wore them.
What do you think?
I wore them around the house just because we've had so much snow. I like them, man. I think they're really, really nice. 4D is expensive, dog. These are $350, as were the other ones. $350 to spend that much money and them not be the same type of comfort as Boost is odd and weird and probably even not cool. But I just love tech, and I just feel techie wearing them.
What about the new Nike Blazers, bro, that are dropping?
The new Nike Blazers, like
you've seen them, the red and yellow and blue ones, and then the other ones they got double checks on them.
Oh yeah, I have seen them.
What do you think?
A little much for me.
Too much?
Yeah, I'm not. They're not me. That's a shoe for you. That's not a shoe for me.
Right.
I can't do that. The mixed laces and all that.
Yep.
I don't think I'd
love it. Yeah. Love it, dude. It reminds me of, I don't know why, it just reminds me of some baseball, like Sandlot, like, I don't know, just some old school. I definitely want the blue, yellow, and red pair. I don't really care too much for the other pair, but man, I want that blue, red, and yellow pair. I think those are sick. Yeah. Oh, also, before we wrap up on sneakers, dog, I got the heartbeat joints on the way. The Dunks, man.
Oh, did you?
Dornbeckers. Yeah, I got them on the way.
Nice.
Threw up a bid on GOAT, got accepted. So
that's dope.
I'm happy to have them for a good price. And yeah, they're on the way. I just got the notification from GOAT that they got there, and or they're on the way. I'm sorry, to there. So I'm waiting for them to get there and ship them to me. Cool. So I should have them hopefully this week or early next week.
I'm excited to see those, man.
Yeah.
And you can wear those with anything and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So much colors popping on that.
Who's got me on a Steph Curry jersey? No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't wear that shit.
Ugh, yeah.
I couldn't do that.
The only other thing I have is there's a rumored date finally.
I might wear it. I'm tripping. Yeah. Steph's the man, dude.
He is.
Steph's the dude. What are you gonna do?
I just hate the Golden State because
I do too.
They're just like the.
I'm not a fan of Draymond. I'm not a fan of KD. I'm not even a fan of Steve Kerr that much. I don't give him this. I don't give him this crazy coaching award for what he's done. I don't think he's really doing a ton. Sure. But Steph's the one guy where I'm just like, dude, that guy's just
he's just a mess.
I love Steph, dude. I love Steph as a guy. I love his game.
Yeah.
He was so underrated coming out of high school and at college at Davidson. I just love Steph. We should make a most underrated shirt with Steph on it because that dude was the most underrated coming out of Davidson. He really was, dog. And what he's turned into, he is the GOAT, especially for three-point shooters, all-time three-point shooters. There's not going to be anyone better when he's done.
Right.
I can't say I wouldn't wear a Steph Curry jersey with those shoes. I think I might go buy one today, actually. I just flipped. Let me give myself one real quick.
Nice. Good work.
Yeah, I talked myself. No one turned me around. I just turned myself around on a Steph Curry jersey.
I like it.
All in a couple minutes.
Didn't even need any help.
Didn't need any help at all.
So check it out. So there's a rumored new Jordan 1 Retro OG shattered backboard. It's rumored and called the 3.0. But
you got to pull that.
We're looking at a possibility of an October.
Oh, I saw leaks of that earlier this year.
An October 4th release is the latest rumor. Now I just want to bring this up, not because it's close, but. What do you think? Dude, the shattered backboard OG is arguably what quality is measured on in the sneaker game, right? When we talk about leather. And we looked at the 2.0s, which were the reverse, or what do they call those? The aways, but the reverse shattered backboards, the quality wasn't even close. It was totally different.
Yep.
Now you have arguably a 3.0, and this one doesn't have the cream hits, so it's literally the Halloween specials for sure. Are you pumped? What do you think?
I think they're okay. Looking at them in the beginning, I'm not you know how I feel about black and orange together, unless it's a bright fire orange or like the bright crimson, like my crimson 3s.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of black and orange together. Obviously the shattereds, you make an exception just kind of for what the shoe is.
Sure.
But I'm still not the guy like that's my favorite Jordan 1. It's probably not even close to my favorite Jordan 1. It's definitely one as a collector and as a big Jordan 1 fan you want in your collection.
Yeah.
Same thing with the reverse and with these. I think you kind of want them, but in the collection. But right now, just seeing those photos, I'm not jumping out the window. Yeah. I want to see actual photos. I want to see what the quality is like before I get too excited or get too high or too low. Right now, I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I'd like to have them just as far as collection standpoint, but I don't know if I need them, and I'm not in love with the dominant black and orange.
Do you know why I need them?
No.
High school alma mater.
That's what I was just going to say. That's another reason I hate them.
The Ulysses Tigers. The orange and black. So if I took these back home, oh my God, dude, it would be the most righteous shoe because my hometown, man, they don't get into Supreme. They don't get into high fashion. You know what fashion they wear?
They don't get into much.
Is middle school shirts, is high school shirts. So they wear all the Ulysses high school shirts, the Kepley middle school shirts. That's what all the parents do because they're all part of the booster club anyways. So everybody's fashion is whatever the school shirts are at that time. So so it just takes me back to home, knowing what they all wear. This is my high school shoe, man. I do care about the quality, and I hope it's good, but I'm not buying it for quality. I'm not even buying it for collector standpoint, which is what I do.
Right.
It's my high school alma mater.
That's Greeley Central High School to me, and I went to Greeley West. Greeley Central Wildcats.
So you're absolutely against that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So if they ruin the leather, will that ruin the whole resale and the hype behind the shoe?
If they ruin the leather, what do you mean by that? Like if they just put couture, Jordan 1 couture leather, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys are worried about? Or?
I don't necessarily not worried.
Yeah,
I didn't even think of that until you said it. I'm more worried. I'm not necessarily
Because I was
worried.
just wondering what you meant by quality.
I'm more waiting to see, just to see what the quality of the shoe looks like, just to see how the actual photos of the shoe are looking.
I think why he said that was because that's maybe what makes or break the shoe. Like, hey, I don't need the shoe, but if the quality is something phenomenal, okay, then maybe I'll get him. I think that's where he was going with that. You know what I mean?
I think I made a YouTube video about it. I think the shadows that dropped, the pair I had 2 pairs of them, sold them both. Probably should have kept one of them, but I just got offered great prices for them and sold them at the time. And I'm not a big black and, it's Raider colors to me anyway, so I don't have a ton of stuff that I rock with that anyway. But I would still like to have that pair back, and I probably will one day. I kind of feel the same about these. It's not like I have to have them, but if they come to me in a certain way, if I get them in a trade, if I get them at the right price, if I can pick up a pair that's been gently, worn a couple times, I can get a good deal. Yeah. It's kind of like, that's kind of how I feel on it,
My favorite 2 pair of Jordan 1s right now. Bread, obviously, the Bread Jordan 1, my favorite of all time, always will be. And the top 3s. And the top 3s aren't even that good of quality.
3s. No, they're not. We just talked about it the other day. Remember, I was showing you. I was telling you
they're not great quality, but dude, that color blocking, that color segment on just phenomenal, man. That's a great shoe. This one, like I said, just because of my high school. But I'm hoping that they stay trite and true with the shattered backboard quality, and we'll see what happens.
I like
That's
it.
kind of all I got. JJ, do you want to share your story if it's tight or not?
Yeah. So it's.
I just got to give you your intro music. Are you offended by that?
No.
You have headphones now. I feel like you're a new man. You've been out
I
of
know,
the game.
but like every time I start talking, I get interrupted by it. But
it's okay.
New headphone.
It's just bad timing. But
is that a shot at me? I'm doing bad timing.
Great timing.
I think so too. I mean, you're starting to talk. I hit you with the string.
Get your intro.
I hit you with the steam.
My bad.
All right, go ahead.
Right, I'll give you that. So as like Budweiser threw a bunch of shade and everything, that was a huge thing. Well, Skechers
during the Super Bowl commercial,
about the whole corn syrup thing and everything. Mm-hmm. Well, Skechers is bringing that to a whole new level with Nike. As you know, Nike had that problem with Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With the Paul George 2.5s.
Yeah,
the blowouts.
And they blew out and everything like that. So, yes, I know. I heard that too. So they put an ad in the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal and the U.S. Today of this.
Wow, that's funny. They put it in all those newspapers. They took out the ad. Wow. I saw an alert about it, but I didn't see the ad. I didn't know they paid to put it in those newspapers either.
They took an unbranded version of the PGs, and they just said just blew it on the top.
Just blew it. They had the picture of the PG 2.5s, one with the blowout and the other one normal. And then what does it say on the bottom?
Skechers, we won't split on you.
Damn.
Nice.
That's funny.
Good for Skechers, man.
Look, Skechers with a shot.
I think anybody should capitalize on something like that. I didn't think Skechers would be the one to do so, but maybe since Payless is going out of business, maybe there's an affiliation there. Skechers is like, we got to step our game up.
I'm surprised Adidas didn't say anything about it, but
as far as marketing dollars spent, let's just say the amount of money they spent. Do you think it's worth it? Is anyone leaving? Is anyone looking at that like, man, they're right. I'm gonna go buy some Skechers now. Like, or is that just wasted money?
It was probably wasted money,
right? I mean,
because
Skechers
really? Of all companies.
But I guess when you have that kind of money, they probably have a ton of money. I think they've made they're definitely
because who's
not
buying
dying.
Skechers?
Dude, that Park Meadows Mall has a Skechers store in that thing, and that's an expensive mall to get real estate.
My mom has stock in Skechers.
Right? Oh, does she really?
I don't know. I think so.
Oh, Jesus!
I don't know. She loves that. She loves that memory foam in them shits.
Oh my God, Dal.
I bought her like 3 pairs, like 2 holiday seasons ago.
That's funny.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's move on, man. Let's keep it kind of going here. Let's move into Into the YouTube comments. My YouTube comments, sponsored by Pure Spectrum CBD. Make sure you hit the link in the description for 10% off your order. There's also a shop up in Evergreen. So there's a storefront up there. If you go up there, you can use the code in the store. You can use it online. The code MUP give you 10% off at any and all products or on your whole order at checkout. Yeah. So make sure you do that, PureSpectrumCBD.com.
Or you can even call them and ask for Kim.
Yep.
And just say, hey, Most Underrated Podcast sent me here. She'll give you the discounts as necessary as well.
All right, so jumping in here, first one, and this one's from the homie Jeremy, new commenter here. He says, anyone else notice how often Dow describes something as to die for? I cringe like one of TTF's ants hearing an F-bomb every time he says it. Other than that, you guys continue to be great. Really enjoy the pod and how it touches on a little bit of most of what I like without getting too lost in one subject. Keep up the great work, guys. That's funny. I never noticed that.
JJ, you notice that?
No.
To die for.
Yeah, I think it's probably when you're talking about restaurant week and you're talking about like whatever. I think it's like food and stuff. Like,
all right, well, I'll give you a tribute. I'll give you a tribute. What's his fool's name?
Jeremy.
Jeremy, here you go, man. Oh, the Brussels sprouts, bro. Last week were to die for.
Oh my God, solid, stupid. Yeah, but I think it's the same. I think we all have our little quirks. I think JJ.
Whoa, yeah.
It's to die for. Me, I'm probably doing a bunch of shit too that I don't notice. Probably just cussing.
Right.
Let's continue along. Dirty DJ is in. Bill and Ted's excellent soundbite. Or excellent adventure for the sound bites for JJ, which you already know.
Whoa,
you know we pulled that. We pulled every one of them.
They sure did.
GoldenEye is in. Yo, dope cast, guys. Franchise. Toyota's a great choice. I've had a 4Runner and a Highlander in the past 12 years. Both were very low maintenance, oil changes, tires, and other basics, and I never had any major issues until they hit 80,000 miles. Way to get max value on those Easy Beluga 1.0s, especially when the market's favoring Nike. I wouldn't be surprised if they do a restock. Adidas failed to excite buyers with the first wave of restocks last year. If they were smart, Yeezy 350 V1 Turtle Dove should be included in the next batch. He continues along. WTF, Casa Bonita is a real restaurant? Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude.
Sure
legit.
Is. Yeah.
Sorry. I guess I should let you react. Did you have anything more to say as far as the... or to react on the 1.0s or Belugas or stuff?
No, the 1.0s, yeah, for sure, man. It would put Adidas back on the map to some degree, coming out with the original V1s, especially the Turtle Doves, Moon Rocks, Oxford 10s, absolutely. 750s, I would be more apt to pick up a pair of 750s because I feel like those were maybe even more difficult to get with the way they did the release. I'm not for sure. I can't go back in my mind to what that looked like, but 750s might change the game as well if those came back to the market.
I agree, especially over here. I'd be copping those just to wear in the snow.
Oh, dude, I need 3 pairs.
Right. Yeah, especially the snow we've been getting. Ever since January, it's just been snowmageddon over here.
They're to die for.
All right. WTF. Casa Bonita is a real restaurant. I remember it being in South Park episode and thought it was some made-up eatery on the show like City Walk.
No. It's a real thing.
I know, dude, and that's what I was saying. You were throwing shots at me last week. Actually, that's not your shots. You were throwing these.
GoldenEye. It was actually called Shitty Walk.
Oh,
yeah. So because it was an Asian, instead of City Walk, it sounds
Shitty Walk.
Shitty Walk,
right? Of course.
But good one, GoldenEye.
Yeah, Casa Bonita's real. Definitely come through, check it out. Now that's exactly what he said. Now I have an excuse to fly out to Colorado and check it out. Yeah, come sit through on the podcast too, bro.
Yeah, man. We'll meet you at Casa Bonita and then we'll leave. We won't eat there though.
Right. No, I told you I'll eat. I'll get the cheese enchiladas. Those are not bad, dude. I've been there multiple times. I stick with the cheese enchiladas. I never have any issues.
Yeah, a smart person knows to get sopapillas only. That's it. GoldenEye, good luck.
He finishes up. Looking forward to hearing about Dow being in the doghouse again next week. When he did the Robin voice in quotation marks. Pretty sure we all thought it was going to be automatic. LOL. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, you didn't get in trouble for that?
Not too bad,
doing
man.
the voice. She's kind of used to it now.
She's used to it, yeah. It was mostly sleeping on the couch and not snuggling with her. So we've fixed it now.
All right, Chinky Sanchez is in. Colorado indeed does take things from other places. I learned Colorado's fruit is a peach, which confused the fuck out of me because I thought everyone knows peaches everyone knows peaches from Georgia.
Sure.
I feel like Colorado doesn't have anything of their own, and they just take other states' shit with the laughing emoji. And then in parentheses, they also say Colorado's fruit is a cantaloupe. I don't know too much about that. as far as our fruits, I didn't know it was a peach.
So what I know is Palisade peaches on the western slope. So that they grow a lot of wine, things of that nature, a lot of fruit, a lot of vineyards down on the western slope based off the growing conditions over there. So I know they're kind of known for their peaches, but I didn't know Colorado in general.
As a whole,
I didn't know about that. But Palisade peaches are no joke. If you can get those, come on, man.
He continues, same with the green chili. Green chili's a New Mexico thing, but I've noticed green chili is very popular here.
Yeah.
Pueblo
is known for it. I don't know why that is, but green chili, we have a green chili festival over there. And it is really good. We always, either us, Robin and I, or we have family go buy chilies down there in Pueblo.
Mexican food in general is huge here.
Yeah. I think it's because we are so close to New Mexico. I think the same thing with the green chili, all that stuff. But also Colorado's a weird melting pot, man. It's not, you don't have a ton of natives here anymore. You have a lot of people that come from other places and bring other stuff here. That's why I feel like we really don't have our own identity.
Sure.
Because Colorado's probably one of the coolest and best places to live in the country. Mm-hmm. There's so much to do. The mountains are incredible. Literally, there's everything here except an ocean, dude.
It's super clean. Yep. Pollution's like at a minimum.
Yep. So I would say that Colorado, that's why Colorado doesn't really have anything of their own. There's a lot of people, we're really known for great skiing, the mountains and great skiing. And then now weed. As love it or hate it, marijuana has become a part of what our visibility is to the rest of the country.
Sure.
Does that make sense? So kind of is what it is, man. I don't, I would much rather live in a great place that has a bunch of different stuff and is not really known for their own thing than live in a shitty place that's known for something.
Sure.
So that's how I feel about
activity, just activity in general. Colorado is known for people and activities, outdoor activities. I think we're known for that. I think that's kind of a staple
healthy because I'm pretty sure we were like the #1 state for.
I think it was like top 3 or top 5.
Top 5 at least. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's see. Move along here. Colby is in. Either of y'all catch Teddy's vlog where he hypes up the free hiker? Kith has a collab out, and they have a couple colorways as well. But I think I'll have to try a pair out after watching that. We all know how rare it is nowadays to get excited over anything newer or in an Adidas silhouette. I need that feeling in my life. What do you think, Dow?
I can relate to him.
Did you see the vlog too? I saw you dropped it last night. I did not get a chance to peep it.
I did. I've kept up with Ted, man. He's our boy, man. So I am up to date. What I would tell you about the free hiker. So Adidas just did a 1 or 2 day promo where they were doing 30% off of most of their stuff. And the free hiker, they had 2 different colorways of that free hiker that this individual speaks on. And they retail at $200, which is pretty heavy. Now, they have the Terex on them. They're waterproof, resistant, all these. They're durable. They have the trail sole, and they do have the boost. So, to me, when you have all of that, I would argue that it's not as comfortable as a Prime Knit. That's just my opinion. That being said, I think these are cool. I think it's a Colorado shoe. I just don't like the look of the model personally, and I just don't want to wear it. But I like it for the versatility of hiking and outdoors and withstanding the elements. That being said, $140 is what these 2 colorways were going on Adidas. Now the promo is done. It was like Spring Moon 30 was the promo code.
Gotcha.
So $140, I would have thought about it, but those 2 colorways weren't enough for me to cop. I do like the Kith, but I think it's still over $300.
What did Ted have to say about it? Well,
Ted loves him.
That's why I say he loved it, right?
Ted argues that this silhouette is the most comfortable Boost shoe.
Wow.
Out.
That's saying a ton. I mean, we're talking about a guy that's literally tried every Boost shoe there is.
Dude, he put on, so in his latest vlog, he had the free hiker on, and then he goes into a shoe room and he's like, oh man, I gotta wear something else. I gotta try something. So somebody hit him up and said, hey dude, what about the Kith non-native collab? with the trail sole, big boost. I have that one. I love it. He put that on and he literally said, dude, my feet are hurting. My feet are hurting a half hour into it.
Wow.
Now, so there is something to be said about this new free hiker possibly.
What do you think? Are you copying?
I'm not copying. I looked at copying at $140. I would at that price if it was the colorway that I.
What do you want? Which one do you want? The all black?
I would love to have that Kith.
Yeah.
I'd love to have that Kith because it has it's the purple and the pink and the blue Kith logo on the side, very subtle, all
Which
black.
one was the ones Ted was rocking over in Japan?
Those
ones,
okay. The Kith collabs.
All black.
But he has, I think, actually 2 more pairs coming in today.
You know what? I think I saw a photo of where the boost was like chipped off. Like he had
he wore the shit out of him.
Yeah, exactly. Literally.
He's putting some miles in him, in Japan.
Walking around Japan, yeah.
But he argues that it literally is the most comfortable Boost shoe.
That's dope.
So I find that interesting.
I will move along here. JJ's Kicks is in. I think he has a different name on IG. Sorry, I don't remember, but I'm always rocking with this fool. LMAO, I called it. I knew Kais was going to follow the wave and eventually start a podcast. I think he's biting y'all's style too. And his cast was just plain bad, by the way. He needs to catch a couple of y'all's casts to learn the ropes. Quick question, though. Do you think all shoe tubers are realizing that they're slowly dying and they need to switch to a podcast format? Dow.
I do. I wouldn't say ShoeTube is dying. I think ShoeTubers are not mixing up enough. I think they're struggling to get content. I think the content has become stagnant.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple people like Seth Fowler and Foamy who keep it pretty simple and keep it light and give like the wear tests and obviously Seth with the specs. I think that is still relevant in today's society. But I think the real gay. A.k.a. Tom Stefaniak. I think the days of vlogs and mall vlogs every day and buying a new shoe every day is redundant, is ridiculous, is like just... There's no content in there. The content is so basic in just trying to buy the shoe and going through that any of us can do. It's not inspiring. It's not enough to keep us tuned in, I don't believe. So I think that is the fact that is dying. That is what's dying. But I think podcast is a great way to get into other things, discuss other things, find out about you. As a YouTuber, you don't know if that's them being authentic, if it's another persona. So I think people are looking for a little bit more transparency. I think people are looking for
a little more real life.
Yeah, a little bit more real life, yeah. and to really just kind of go in a different direction that is more alternative, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that they're switching necessarily to the podcast format because of podcasting or they want to do radio or whatever. Kind of that was the reason I switched. This is the ultimate goal for me, being able to host the show, whether it's TV, radio, both. That's kind of the ultimate goal for me. So this was natural. It's a natural transition. I think he is just burnt, dog. He's just looking for something new to do, and podcast is the easy thing. Mm-hmm. He's burnt on his content. He's burnt on doing a ton, all the stuff he's been doing. It's really hasn't changed a ton. He's tried to change it up. I give him credit. He's always trying to do new things and trying to keep people interested and keep his channel going and growing. And I give him credit on that end. I haven't tuned into the podcast enough to give it a full rating. I don't know if I ever will. I watched a little bit of the first one and it was tough, but it's the first podcast too. The guy may get better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
the second one wasn't much better with Blake Linder.
Oh, really?
It wasn't.
He had another one. They had him on as a guest.
I think what he's trying to do every Tuesday. So I think the third one maybe will be this Tuesday. I don't know, but Blake Linder, it was the same type of bullshit, just put on a different way.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, that's kind of where I come out on it, dog. The next one up, the homie Jeff Kirby. You guys have to use Keanu from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures for the JJ drop.
Whoa, yeah!
Which we did. And then he also continues along. One major disadvantage of leasing the vehicle is knowing that if anything happens, it is under warranty. After having multiple German cars shit the bed after 60,000 miles and cost at least a G to fix every time you take it in, I would highly recommend not touching the idea of buying a 3-year-old Mercedes or similar. Also, you can write off your lease payment if you make any 1099 money. Lastly, I've recently owned a Ford Edge Sport and currently own a Ford Explorer Sport. The pickup on both is incredible. None of that getting on the freeway issues that Dow was talking about with the 4Runner. And your complaint about the lack of tech is exactly why I went with the Fords. Love the look of the 4Runner, but Ford Sync inside is so intuitive and even better with CarPlay in the current models. Dive right in, bro.
Dude, well said. I think he is exactly spot on.
Yep.
The tech of that ST that I was looking at was phenomenal, man. Just the way they did it, the presentation was so nice. But again, not to stand up for 4Runner, the lag is real, and I hate that. Okay, they do make a supercharger for it. I was thinking about copping that, about 5 Gs.
I might cop.
Yeah. But probably not. Because nobody knows what that's going to do to the lifespan of it. Does that hurt the lifespan? Because that's what Toyota's known for, is the longevity.
Right.
But that being said, dude, Ford's, the insides are just so well done. The tech is off the chain. The CarPlay that is standard in all the new vehicles is so awesome. Literally, your phone plugs in and your phone screen is on the screen of your vehicle. It is so nice, dude.
Wireless charging in it.
I think so too. I've seen that.
A lot of the Toyota Tacomas do.
Oh, really?
The 4Runner, not to stand up for 4Runners. Okay?
Wait. You're saying the Tacoma has all the phones and stuff? Oh, okay. I thought
it sure
you were
does.
talking about the 4. Okay.
But guess what?
What?
The new I think they're calling it the Gen 6. Gen 5 is what the latest generation of the Forerunners. Gen 6, though, they just announced they're finally bringing all those amenities in.
Are you sad you just got yours?
No, because
you had to, though.
What I like about this, I bought a Forerunner because of its ruggedness, what it can do, not necessarily the tech. It has enough tech.
The off-road capability.
The off-road capability, going places that I can go. Now, having tech would be nice as well, but the old heads are the reason why Forerunners never did this. Who wants a push-button start? Who wants to have to rely on that versus the old traditional key when you're out in the boondocks, climbing 14ers in your Forerunner? The old head said, keep the tech out. So that was a staple. But now they're finally coming to it. So Gen 6, the new Forerunners are going to have the tech. But I agree with you, Kirby. I think you spot on.
I'm going to go try out, like I said, I'm going to test some Tacomas, and then I'm going to go do some Forerunners and Explorers. I think I've eliminated, not Forerunners. I think I've eliminated the Forerunner.
Sure.
Some Edges, some Explorers. I don't want the big Explorer, though. I just want the Sport like he was talking about. I don't need something that huge. But the Explorer Sport, the Edge Sport, and then the Tacoma, I think is what I'm kind of narrowing it down to.
Dude, the new Tacomas, they have blind spot detection. They've got the lane assist. They've got the QI, the key, wireless charging built into the console, dude. Great tech on that as well.
He finishes up here. By the way, great little thing, or great little insert in the G Fuel shaker is it keeps your ice below it. So that whole thing at the top, it says it doesn't clog your opening from your drink. So that's why it does that. That's why you have that thing in there.
Gotcha.
So it not only mixes it up, but it keeps the ice from clogging up your thing. I only use about a third of a packet of G Fuel each time you fill up the shaker. Otherwise, it's too strong. I used to bury 2 amp energy drinks per day for a good 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
Switched to G Fuel and made the decision not to go back for at least 5 weeks. Now I'm 9 weeks in and still haven't touched the amps in my fridge, which has been hard as hell. And I suddenly never feel bloated for these these big caffeine letdowns. I need that. I think I got to get off the energy drinks too, because I'll be feeling bloated. I'll be pooping my pants in the morning, getting mad plumbing issues, like stomach problems. I was telling you guys I was having stomach problems this morning.
Totally.
Not as bad as JJ farting in this glass room and blowing us out. I'm like, Doug, really? In the glass room? You couldn't just step outside?
Dude,
you had to do it.
You do it all the time
in the glass
working.
room.
Dude.
Yes, you do multiple times.
Yeah, you turned the glass house into the ass house. Fool. Get out of here.
Got him.
Dirty birds.
Damn.
Man, JJ.
That's fire.
On the protein farts, too, nonetheless.
Yeah, shout out to Kirby again for sending us those shaker bottles, the G Fuel, all that stuff.
Sweet.
We'll move on here. Mario comes in. Big fan of the cast. First time stepping up to comment, but I've been following for years. Don't want to throw out consistencies. Oh, I think he means conspiracies. Sorry. Yes, I will just read it as that. Don't want to throw out conspiracies, but what if JJ was a Super Bowl baby from one of Elway's championships? The math kind of adds up. Maybe listening to too much Aaron Jones before this. I don't know who Aaron Jones is. Is he a big conspiracy guy?
Yeah, probably. I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I know Mr. Jones.
No, I've met. Wait, have I met your dad? Did your dad come in here one time?
No, you've met.
Oh, it's Drew's dad. Never mind.
Yeah.
I haven't met your dad. You've told me about your dad, so I know JJ's dad's not Elway, but that's kind of funny. So shout out to that. Alex Jones. He said he replied to his own comment and said Alex Jones, not Aaron Jones. I still don't know who Alex Jones is.
I don't either.
Doesn't really help me. Cameron is in. Excited to see people excited about the ISPAs after getting them in hand. I was stoked for them the second I saw them pop up on sneakers, but I thought it was a bit crazy since there was no hype behind them. I won the SNS raffle and had them in hand the past week. Couldn't be more impressed with them. I'm excited. Yeah, I think we talked a ton about the ISPAs. Not really too much more to say. I'm going to get them. I'm going to swap them out with some orange laces.
Sure.
I'll probably order those today with my peach laces for my inertias.
He didn't overpay either because the U.S. has an SNS side. Did you know that?
What?
The U.S. has an SNS side now? Because SNS used to be just across the pond. European.
Oh, yeah.
Now they have one in New York,
no
obviously.
Shit. Okay,
maybe even L.A. now. I don't know if it's open yet, but yeah, I'm sure he didn't overpay like I did.
So,
come from the U.K.
All right, so you're pulling up a picture of Alex Jones for me, JJ. That's him?
Yeah, the host of InfoWars.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo.
So he's got to be a conspiracy theorist, I would think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he got his Twitter deleted or he's banned from Twitter or something like that.
Oh, no shit. Damn, I'm out the loop, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just locked in on sports and sneaks. Damn. Yeah. Devronte's in. The cartoon pic of you two is very dope. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. That. Shout out to Scruff God on that one. Landon is in. G Fuel is what I also recommended a few weeks ago. Dow said he tried it and didn't like it though. Last time we brought it up, LOL. Awesome shakers. And curious to know how you like the G Fuel. Personally, I love the lemonade flavor. It tastes like a Chick-fil-A lemonade. Another great podcast. Again, thanks for the quality weekly entertainment.
All right. The G Fuel that I was talking about was those, like, that gel stuff that you can, like, eat, supposedly that has, like, a bunch of electrolytes. Like
G Fuel, not G Fuel.
Maybe that is G Fuel.
Yeah.
You mean
I don't know.
like Gatorade?
Yeah, like, so Gatorade made, like, these, I thought they were G Fuels. But
Maybe I'm tripping.
They made these, like, packets of, like, gel that you can,
I remember
like,
Power Gel from Power Bar. Do you remember that?
Yeah, dude.
that's what I remember.
Those were like specifically made for like triathletes or people like that to like have a really quick boost of energy right in the middle of a race if need be.
Dude, you're I just Googled G Fuel Gatorade, and there's not there's a G Fuel topical rub that's on Instagram.
Like, I was thinking, like, it was like a
G Fuel energy drinks.
like it was like this energy gel, you know, that
bro.
like a cyclist would have, but maybe
I know the Power Gel. I know the Power Gel.
Chewy fruit punch chews, like they're little squares with the.
Are they made by
Gatorade
G Fuel
logo?
though? They're Gatorade though.
Yeah,
and those are G Fuel.
No.
Oh, see, it looks like G Fuel has that name like taken up. I know Gatorade.
Maybe that was my bad.
Well, Gatorade has been like doing the like their logo is just the G now or whatever.
Yeah.
So they've been like really going hard on that.
Yeah, maybe I was confused because I know Gatorade makes one of those like gel packets where you take the plastic cap off and you squeeze it in your mouth, and it's like this.
I know what you're talking about, but I remember it as Power Gel.
I thought that's what was
G
Fuel, but that's my mistake, I guess.
I think it's this thing.
Oh, look at that! What Gatorade?
Yeah, that's the weird
Prime pre-game fuel.
That's what I'm talking
close, dude. It is kind of G Fuel, game fuel,
Game
G Fuel,
fuel, come
pre-game
on.
fuel. It's PG fuel, dog.
Yeah.
It's pre-game fuel. You were close.
It's
so.
PG. It's PG
I'll
fuel.
give you a shot for that. PG fuel.
PG fuel, no blowouts. All right?
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, got him.
I haven't tried it yet. As far as what we think of the G Fuel,
I haven't either.
I haven't tried it yet. I've been waiting to wash my shaker bottle.
Same.
And my weekend was nuts, dude. Normally I have Sundays off, so I'm able to kind of catch up on some shit. I did not have that off yesterday, so I have not been able to catch up on laundry or catch up on all the stuff I'm doing. So today, after I look at whips, I'm going to try to get all that done. Probably too ambitious. I always feel so ambitious on my day off. I feel like I'm going to be able to conquer the world, and then I'm like, wow, it's 5:30. What happened to the day? You know,
Totally.
like it's already getting dark. What's the deal? But no, I'm about to try it out tomorrow, man. I'm going to be on it. So I'll let you know on the next cast. The homie Johnny Boost is in. Well, TTF, even though you're a quarter responsible for me buying a pair of $240 New Balances in my sleep, I won't hold you responsible. LOL. All right, hey, Johnny Boost, you need to be locked into the cast, dog. You need to be not falling asleep. That's your own fault for dozing off and for sleeping on the kids. I'm just fucking with you. Next one, man. Marco is in. Needs to be Keanu Reeves for Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Adventure. Had to do it.
Why?
Got all, dude. Whoa. Everyone knows.
I don't even know where that's coming from. Like,
whoa,
I don't know what's the name of the movie?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to check it out. It's old 90s movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know,
Keanu
man.
Reeves when he was a young kid, dude.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, when
Before he
JJ
started
speaks
killing fools.
Yeah, when JJ speaks and Keanu speaks, sounds same to me.
Whoa, yeah.
Could have fooled me.
That one?
Whoa,
yeah. I'm like, JJ, why are you trying to interrupt me again? Oh, it's Keanu. Sorry, my bad. Go on.
Eddie 3 Stripes. I'm still mad about those Jordan 1s, fam. He's talking about the Couture that were bad quality we talked about. I shipped them back to Nike ASAP. Was super bummed when I opened the box and saw the horrible paint flaws and the stiff plastic horrible leather. I'll take my $175 and taxes back, and I agree with Dal. We shouldn't have to, or we should accept these, or we should expect these to end up at the outlets due to all the returns. Yeah. I feel like most should have been stamped B grades from Nike.
I think that L on the way out. I think that's absolutely true. B grades and they were supposed to be this extravagant piece, and they turned out to be a B grade product at best.
Raged Worm Boy, the All Hallows Eve laces that are blue and go crazy with the shoe. We talked about that, the Desert Doors. And actually, the homie Fail Beast hit us up and was like, dude, I have a pair of these Hallows Eve blazers. Mm-hmm. I never wear the teal laces. They would go perfect with the Desert Doors.
Yep.
Do you guys want them? Offered to send them to us.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I just won't use them.
I don't need them.
You even try to talk him out of it.
Yeah,
I wasn't talking out of it.
Dude,
I'm not. If anyone wants to give away laces, that's fine. I'm not going to talk you out of it. Dallas was trying to legit talk this man out of it for 5 minutes.
I had a great conversation with him through DM. I was like, dog,
why,
hey,
though?
I know you may not be a collector. He's like, dude, I wear shoes to wear shoes. I said, but
the
dude,
guy
having the complete package, there's something to be said about it. I want everything that comes with it. And he's like, dude,
you might regret it one day.
He's like, I'm not going to use them.
I know.
Do you want them?
I think he was getting mad at Dallas because Dallas was going so hard to protect that guy's collection.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Stand up for that guy. But shout outs to him. I think he's going to send us a pair of those. Now, my only concern, just like you had the concern, those are for a high top. Obviously, the 90s are obviously a low top. So I'm wondering how much length extra and if we can.
Whoa, yeah.
See?
I
There
know,
you go.
I know.
Perfect.
I know.
So
I know.
I'm wondering how much extra length that we'll have to deal with but I'm sure we can figure out something.
I think so too.
It's worth a shot.
No, definitely. So now for me, I'm in a position now to where I want to obviously buy the Desert Ores. So I'm going to get those. And then I want to get that pair of laces. If you're going to use the laces, that's fine. I just need to buy a pair of Blazers now. Yeah. And I'm willing to do that used off of Goat in order to get those laces.
Totally.
But what pairs do you know the Hallows Eve Blazers come with? What laces? They come with the teal ones and then like the brown ones that are in them.
The Hallows Eve. No, do they come with the brown?
What do they come with? What's in the shoe? Because it's not teal.
I thought they were orange and teal.
I think
Hallows Eve.
Yeah,
orange and teal. I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure there's laces
in the shoe they come with. I thought it was like a cream, like a lace that's in the shoe laced up.
It's a cream. It's not a brown. It's a cream, and then they come with the teal. That's what it is.
And orange.
Yeah, and orange.
Do they come with orange?
I'm seeing a bunch of people with matte orange laces.
Oh, they do come with orange as well.
So you got the teal, the cream, and the orange.
Yep.
Those look
Telling
sick.
you, man.
Wow.
I'm seeing a couple people with purples, but I think that's just a lace
I think you
swap.
should buy that shoe just because it comes with 3 laces.
Wait,
I'd appreciate that.
Look at this. Does it? I don't even know what's accurate. I'm just Googling. Just let me know in the comments.
I think it comes with the 3.
Because I'm seeing the green joints too. Those look fake.
It doesn't come with green.
Those look fake.
It doesn't come with green.
All right, good. Yeah,
creams are what it comes laced up with stock, and then it comes with the teal and then the orange. Yeah,
perfect.
Yep.
So I'm gonna be on the lookout for a pair of those. I don't know. My idea for the shoe, you guys can bite my idea, so that's fine. I want to lace the left shoe probably the left shoe with the orange laces with the teal writing on them that they come with.
Yeah.
Then I want to lace the right shoe with the teal laces from the Blazer situation. So if you don't want the laces, let me know. If you do want the laces and you can spare just one lace, I'll take half. I only need half. I only need them in one shoe.
Yeah.
And then you can have them laced up however you want to lace them. But if you want to lace the teal in both shoes, I got to just get the Blazer.
Yeah, I think that's the best solution. I'll have one of the blue laces and I'll match that with the tans, and then you'll have the I'll do an orange. That'd be stealing your swag, but we could make it work.
Right.
We could make it work.
Interesting. I don't know. That's just my idea. That's what I want to do.
Should play The Hangover. We're the best friends.
We are back. We are back.
Close.
We are back.
Oh, he comes in and
we are back. We are back.
And we're the 3 best friends
there you
that
go.
anybody could have. We're the 3 best.
That's what we'd be if we share the laces.
For sure. But just the 2 best friends, though.
2 best friends.
Actually, no, we would be the 3 because we'll give a shout out to Fail Beast for sending them over.
Yeah.
We are the 3 best friends.
We are the 3 best friends.
All right. Shout for my dog, Fail Beast. Mark is in the comments. I got the Desert Ores yesterday. Such a dope pair. Everyone's been telling me, and ever since I saw Dallas in hand, I got to have them. Yeah. Jay Nasty comes through. Use Arnold's The Chopper for JJ. Mm-hmm. Get to the chopper. That soundbite. I think this is better, though.
Whoa! Whoa, yeah!
Justin Soto is in. Might as well buy the Jordans. If you saw the same article that I did, it's not a restock in adult sizes. They're putting out infant versions of the Chicago White and UNCs once. Oh, really? So I didn't even see that. I didn't see it was infants. I just saw that there was a possibility of a restock.
Sure.
But you're probably right. I don't know why Nike would restock that shoe. Nike doesn't have a history of restocking super, super hype shoes within the same year or a year later.
Right.
It doesn't happen a ton. Adidas has obviously been doing that a ton. It just doesn't. Nike doesn't do that usually until down the road.
Usually wait a couple years.
Yeah. I mean, The homie Doug's in. Anything from Keanu, maybe something from Breakpoint.
Whoa! Oh, jeez.
Purple Swag.
So old.
The cast is really a part of my weekly ritual. Keep it up, fellas. Got to give you a shot. Bam. There you go, Purple Swag. I got you, my dog. And then, let's see here. Oh, the homie Colby replied, right? I lightweight got heated when it didn't show up on my feed when Dal was having a bad week. Thank God I didn't send the IG comment demanding my Friday podcast.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. Yeah, you never know what's going on, man. If we're not dropping a cast, it's probably something serious. It's not like, oh, man, what, we just slept in, or, you know, oh, we got a little lazy. We didn't feel like coming in. Like, we're here, dog. We're here twice a week unless something crazy happens. The homie Seagrass, Finding Nemo, Crash the Turtle for Stringstein. That would have been good too. I just think you just.
Whoa, yeah!
You can't beat it. DL
This is
Kicks.
gonna haunt me for the rest of my life.
Oh,
Oh
it
my
is, bro.
gosh.
It is. It is. But we're trying to make you better.
Ah,
We're trying to get you better. We're trying to get you to level up here. DL Kicks, Fire Podcast, as always. Keep it up, guys. Appreciate it, my dog. That'll kind of close out the YouTube comments there. Thank you guys for chiming in, letting us have some stuff to respond to, asking all the questions. As always, we try to get to all of them for you guys. So make sure you keep the comments coming. Let's move into some headlines. Dal, you want to go? You want to finish out with some pop culture stories and some different sports headlines and stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure. Let's start off with just some regular headlines.
Hold on, let me get us some music to talk over, man. Just let me. All right, go ahead.
I like it. All right. So the most latest headline that I found pretty interesting was there was a man and his dog that were stuck in the snow for 5 days in the Deschutes Mountains up in Oregon.
I was going to ask, where's Deschutes?
Yeah, Deschutes Mountains, up in Oregon. So
up in Deschutes.
Up in Deschutes.
Yeah, damn, that fool was up in Deschutes. I tell you what.
So 36-year-old Jeremy Taylor and his dog, Allie, were actually not locked in their car, but stuck in a massive snowstorm, dude. And no shots against the 4Runner. They did have a 4Runner that actually just got stuck because they were way, way, way high in the elevation of these mountains. And they were missing for 5 days, and they were actually both found alive. Do you know how they were kept alive?
No. How?
Hold on. So this guy was kept alive by Taco Bell fire sauce.
What do you mean kept alive? Because I feel like you can go 30 days. Everything I've seen is like, dude, you can go 30 days without eating.
Yeah, but I mean,
drinking, different story. Eating,
people actually fast for 5 days just to revamp their systems.
Gotcha.
So I get it. We're trying to make it a headline.
I can understand that.
It is a headline. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No water, but he has. I mean, I guess you could eat the snow and get some sort of obviously water through that. But look at how hangry you get. Look at how angry you get, dude. Not having food, you can go crazy real quick.
Oh yeah.
So 5 days stuck in the snow. How does this guy? It was rumored that he actually did leave his vehicle and try to hike out, but the snow was just so deep. So he made the smartest decision. You don't hike out of that. You don't get frostbite. You don't die.
Get back in the whip.
Get back in the whip where you can actually turn it on, turn it off, turn it on randomly, which it says he did.
He had enough gas.
He had enough gas to do so, and literally got through hunger with packets of Taco Bell fire sauce.
That's pretty dope, dude.
So he just burned his taste buds off just to like...
Maybe. The question is, did he feed his dog Taco Bell fire sauce? I hope not.
I don't think so. I bet you the dog got out and ate snow, lapped up a bunch of snow and just kind of quenched its thirst. I bet the dog was fine.
Yeah.
The dog could probably go 3 months with no food.
Yeah.
Just with water. You know what I mean?
Could be, yeah.
As long as you have water, I'm pretty sure it's like 3 to 4 days you need water without like dying, apparently.
Is it?
But
yeah, that's pretty cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool, man. But he had a 2000 black Toyota 4Runner, again in Oregon, 36-year-old dog. Both are doing great. They were both super, super hungry when rescued by the Deschutes sheriff.
They're binging for sure.
Good shit. Hell yeah.
So good shit, man. So great story there, and the Toyota saved him. So everybody needs a Toyota. So,
so everybody, the Toyota basically just saved him. So if you have a car, get rid of it and get a Toyota.
True that. So the other story I would have. So when you come to Denver, what are we known for? Let's get back to that.
Weed.
We're known for weed, and we're also known for Coors.
Yeah.
Light,
Coors beer. Yeah.
Coors Light.
Roselli said that when he moved here from New York in the late 70s. He said, dude, I literally knew shit about Colorado.
Yeah.
No one knew anything about Colorado except the Denver Broncos and Coors Beer.
Yeah.
He goes, being in New York, you didn't hear anything about Colorado except Coors Beer and the Denver Broncos. That was it, man.
You bet. So I've got a story that's good, but a story it kind of turns a little sad. But so Coors Brewery, they have been offering 30-minute tours for as long as the tale of time.
I've toured the Budweiser.
You haven't toured Coors?
Haven't never toured Coors.
To.
I know.
And we need to do it before March 28th. So here's the deal. So they offer a 30-minute tour, which highlights the malting process, the brewing, and the packaging process, right? Just the typical brewery tours that you would go on. It's all the same shit, right?
Yeah.
They just all kind of do it in a different way and bigger productions or smaller productions. And then you get to enjoy up to 3 8-ounce beers for free after the tour, and you get as much as O'Doul's as you want, which is the non-alcoholic beer, right?
Yeah.
That being said, that is going away in 1 degree. They are now charging.
So you can still do the tour.
As of March 28th,
right.
They have been doing free brewery tours since the beginning of this whole thing. But as of March 28th, they are now charging out-of-state residents $10.
Wow.
In-state residents will pay $5, and then active duty military veterans, along with visitors under 21, will be free. So kind of a big change, and again, I think it's interesting that we bring the story up on somebody who says, what is Colorado known for?
Yeah.
Coors
Beer.
Dude, that's a staple here for sure. And I think,
I didn't think of that,
a lot of us locals maybe don't like it as much as the outsiders, but dude, you go anywhere, Coors is huge.
I rock with a Coors Light here and there.
I'll take a Silver Bullet.
I prefer Coors Light better than Bud Light, to be honest, yeah. But I'm not a beer guy either. I don't do craft beer. We've talked about that. I don't do IPAs. I'm not a beer guy. I'm a weed guy.
Yeah.
I'd rather prefer weed over alcohol any day. If I am out drinking with friends, I'm totally fine just having 1 or 2 Coors Lights, shooting some pool, playing some skee ball, throwing some darts, talking some shit, doing some karaoke. Whatever we're doing, I'm down just to have a beer and smoke some weed and call it a night. I don't need to get blasted. I'm not a big drinker anymore.
You're a wine guy every once in a while.
Wine is cool.
Robin and I made sure to have wine for you on the UFC fight that you couldn't make because of the conditions. But,
nice.
We were looking out for you.
Wine.
So those are kind of my two biggest headlines I think here lately. But if we wanted to get into a little pop culture, got some pop culture updates.
What's that?
What do you know about Pete Davidson, the latest who he's dating?
I don't know about that, but I heard, before you tell me that, dude, I heard he had a heckler.
He did.
Over the weekend. Did you see the video clip?
I saw the video clip
get thrown out?
Read all about it. Yeah, he ended up asking security to throw out the heckler.
Why?
The heckler made a joke about the death of Mac Miller.
Gosh, I wish I would have pulled the sound.
Yeah. So the heckler, so Pete Davidson was talking about death or something. I don't remember exactly what the context was, but essentially it was a joke and a knock against Mac Miller's death. And Pete Davidson never had a problem with Mac Miller, right? He and Mac both dated Ariana, but Pete had no bad blood with him or anything. So the heckler made that joke, and Pete Davidson said, "Look, man, I'm leaving until you point out who said that." So finally, people in the audience pointed out who it was, and he made security kick this individual out. And not only that, he made sure to, in the venue, say, "Hey, give that money back as well, because I don't want his money. I don't want his money. I don't want somebody's money who's putting down somebody that died in such a bad way."
Wow.
So shout outs to Pete, man. Good dude. Still going through that crazy.
Here we go, dude. Hold up.
9/11 jokes.
Hold up. I got this for you guys. Pete Davidson got stern with a heckler who made an insensitive joke about Miller during his comedy show Monday night. During the set in South Orange Performing Arts Center in New Jersey, Davidson, 25, was in the middle of the joke saying, "My friend died in an apartment." That's what he said when a fan yelled out, "Mac Miller?"
Yep.
And according to TMZ, that's when he immediately stopped the show, asked who is the guy, we're getting him out, all the stuff you said. I don't really understand. I don't know, dude. You do comedy for a living. Like, someone just yelled out Mac Miller. Like, I don't know. It didn't seem like it was
Comedy
that insensitive to me. Like, it just seemed like, I don't know, man. I think it was a little bit of an overreaction.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little bit of an overreaction, but also, who am I to tell someone what they get offended by?
Sure.
But just looking at it from the outside.
Do you think he was trying to play in Ariana Grande's favor?
I don't know.
Not necessarily. I think he was just being a good dude and just caring, and I think it's to that situation and that whole thing. He probably had to be at Ariana Grande's mercy, just having her deal with that, because that's a big thing. Death is a hard thing, and just coming from death and being so close to that, so close to the heart now, even with my situation, it's tough, man. And you can catch anybody on a bad night, and fortunately, it's his show. He can do what he wants,
exactly.
and he said, "Look, man, we're not going to have that here tonight," and that's cool. I agree with that, but I think hecklers have always been something that comics should be able to stand and should be able to understand. But
I think if it goes to a certain extent, I think that there, you just crack a joke and move on. If the guy, you know, the comedy shows that I'm familiar with, normally just a joke is, you know, if someone heckles or yells something out, it's like, oh yeah, well, fuck you too. Like a couple, you know, something's kind of just heckled back, and then, or you crack back on them. You're a stand-up comedian, dude. You're supposed to be able to crack back quick. You're supposed to be able to joke. You're supposed to be able to tell some, do some improv, you know? So the fact that he didn't even do that and give the guy a chance to sit there and be quiet the rest of the show, like, I don't know. I just feel like it was a little Herb Dean, a little too soon.
I can
little,
see that.
Little Robbie Lawler action. You know,
For
the
sure.
head was around, the arm was around the head. The Herb, you know, he saw the arm go limp. He called it a little early, in my opinion. That's all. I feel like he could have just cracked the joke and moved on. If it continued, all right, you know, go on it. But
get it out.
Like I said, we can't speak to what he's feeling, how his night was going, or any of that stuff.
And
That's
we all have boundaries,
right?
You know, and I think comedians are given a lot, and I think they should also be able to withstand quite a bit, and be pushed a little different
just
than the
a little
average person.
bit, dog. Just people are joking around. You're joking around with everyone else. You're talking shit about everyone else, and you're talking about insensitive stuff. As to Stringstein's point here, you're talking about 9/11 jokes. You're talking about whatever. Like, dude, the guy just asked Mac Miller.
Yeah,
it's not like, you know, he fuck you. You know, it wasn't.
He didn't try to drive the nail into it.
Right, it just wasn't that deep for me. But
sure.
Okay, so who's he dating?
So the
who's
latest and greatest with him. What do you know about Kate Beckinsale?
Nothing,
dude.
Know
she
the name,
is
that's about
arguably
it.
one of the most beautiful 45-year-old actresses.
Oh shit, he's going Kutcher style,
dude.
He's going Kutcher,
dude. He went from one of the youngest gals to one of the oldest gals in the game.
They're a fish?
Oh yeah, they're a fish.
A fish.
So they were just seen yesterday at a New York Rangers game. Dude, check this out. Pete giving the tongue action to Beckinsale,
getting a little
dog.
throat.
Getting a little throat.
Wow.
Throat hockey.
Little tonsil hockey.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Look at the guy next
throat
to
hockey.
him.
Yeah. Throat hockey. What do you know about throat hockey?
Not much.
But yeah, check that out, man. Dude, she is gorgeous, dude. And Pete Davidson, man,
Wow.
he got them bags under his eyes, them like almost like sleeping bags. I might call those. Pretty brutal, but it was funny because who's the actor that played the Queen in the new Bohemian Rhapsody?
Rami
Malek.
Yeah, Rami Malek.
Rami Malek is actually he's not, you can't see him, but he's like right here in the center of this picture.
Oh,
so that's how good their seats were. But yeah, Rami Malek makes a.
Don't you think Pete kind of looks like Rami, especially from the side a little bit, just on a glance?
A little bit on the side.
Could you see that?
A little bit of side action. Yeah, absolutely,
for sure.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
you see him?
nice. Yeah.
He's covered up by an arm, but yeah, Rami Malek's there, which is pretty cool. But yeah,
which game you said it was? Islanders hockey.
New York Rangers and Washington Capitals.
Hockey. Jeez,
yep,
that's tight. Catching some puck.
Yeah.
Little tonsil hockey at the hockey game.
Not throat hockey.
Not throat hockey though. Never heard of that one.
Doing a little hockey of his own. I like it. So
Nice.
So good for Pete Davidson, because we're probably not on suicide watch anymore.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
dating one of the hottest older ladies in the game. Good for him.
No doubt.
I like it, man.
No doubt.
So,
Yeah, like I said, Kutcher style. What was that chick's name that he wifed up for a little bit? Oh, man.
Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher.
Oh,
He
Demi
was-
Moore.
Demi Moore.
Demi
That's
Moore,
what it was.
dog.
Old school. Yeah. Didn't work out for him, but now he's with the girl he should have been with his whole life.
Oh,
Mila
dude,
Kunis.
I love
They're
Mila
just
Kunis.
perfect.
Yeah.
They're the perfect couple.
My lady even has a woman crush on her.
Yeah.
Pumped.
Best couples of all time. You got obviously J and B are in there.
Yeah.
You got Kutcher and Mila. You got Timberlake and Jessica Alba.
Biel.
Jessica Biel. I'm sorry. Yeah, dude. Just power couples.
Power
there.
couples for sure. All right, so the next and last one that I have, and then you guys can wrap it up however you want. The band Prodigy, The Prodigy. It was an old kind of 90s band that came out, because in the 90s, right, grunge. You could do hard rock. Creed came in. There was a lot of experimental. You had Mambo number 5.
Mambo number 5.
Dude, you had the Squirrel Nut Zippers.
I don't know that.
Sook Riot.
Oh, that was.
Throwback.
I thought that was like the Brian Setzer Orchestra.
Oh, that was Squirrel Nut Zippers. So what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you is,
Squirrel Nut Zippers.
Dude, in the 90s, a lot of different music came out at that time and was acceptable. So the band The Prodigy was kind of like this hard rock / kind of electronic infused techno, acid, house music, just a bunch of different stuff. But they were known for songs like Breathe, songs like Firestarter. Long story short, the lead singer that goes by the name of Keith Flint was found dead in his home at 49 years old over the weekend, either last night or this morning. So, man, shout-outs to Keith Flint. He was an odd-looking guy. He was the weirdest. He made The Prodigy. He was like the face of The Prodigy. He was a strange guy, and all their videos were almost demonic in a way. They just were, like, super scary. So in the 90s, you know, when you're a young guy like your parents saw that come on, they're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like shock rock of their time, pre-Marilyn Manson, but they didn't talk about the things, and the content wasn't the same as Marilyn Manson was, but just kind of an odd-looking band. They were a staple. I used to listen to them before my tennis tournaments, man. Their music would just get you pumped up.
I hadn't even heard of these people.
Yeah, they're awesome, man. So
I just Googled. I was looking them up.
Yeah.
Dude, they Cherry Poppin' Daddies was Zoot Suit Riot. Squirrel Nut Zippers was a band similar to them that came along just right before, but they got big from they had like a hit in the film Swingers with Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau.
Oh,
you ever seen that movie Swingers?
Yeah. Were Squirrel Nut Zippers, were they the one that sang In the Afterlife?
I don't know, but it says that they're similar to Cherry Poppin' Daddies along the same line. But Cherry Poppin' Daddies was Zoot Suit.
I was
Riot.
way off.
No, it's not way off.
That's close, but
I just wanted to make sure we're not giving out bad info. That's all. No, you weren't way off. It was just it's the same kind of music. It's that same theme. It's just they had a couple different hits. I want to close out, dude. I want to close out real quick on talking about. Did you see the Serena Williams commercial?
I did,
dude. How empowering was that commercial? What did that make you feel when you heard it? Because I had a flush of emotions watching the commercial, and maybe it's not the same hearing it, but I want to give our audience a chance to listen to this, dude.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was done so well by Nike. So let me pull that up here.
Nike coming out with just awesome stuff again. Again, dude. Just always on point.
Here you go.
If we show emotion, we're called dramatic. If we want to play against men, we're nuts. And if we dream of equal opportunity, delusional. When we stand for something, we're unhinged.
It's super, it's gonna need to calm down.
When we're too good, there's something wrong with us. And if we get angry, we're hysterical, or rational, or just being crazy. But a woman running a marathon was crazy.
Officials tried to pull her off the course.
A woman boxing was crazy. A woman dunking? Crazy. Coaching an NBA team? Crazy. A woman competing in a hijab, changing her sport, landing a double cork 1080, or winning 23 Grand Slams, having a baby, and then coming back for more? Crazy, 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 and crazy. So if they want to call you crazy, fine. Show them what crazy can do.
It's only crazy until you do it. Just do it. Nike, the end there. Dude, so sick, man. I love what they did there. That shit gives me goosebumps, and I've watched it multiple times. Just watching it again and seeing it here on the show, it gives me goosebumps, man. It makes me want to make sure that every woman in my life is empowered, make sure they're heard, make sure they're understand, they're listened to. It really does, dude. And it makes me want to be an example of a great man that doesn't ever look at women in an inferior way, that doesn't ever try to hold them down, that doesn't ever try to think their opinion is less. Because we all have had certain moments in life where maybe we've done that, whether it's our mom, our sister, our girlfriend, our wife. Maybe we've talked down to them and feel like we're more important or we're inferior just because we're men. And that's just simply not the case. And that shit just really drives it home to me, dude, even more than I've already known or realized. And my girlfriend that I have currently is helping me realize that. Mia's helping me realize that a ton, dude. Just like, and she's just like, gets me to look at situations like, man, what, how would you feel the same way if it was your daughter? Would you feel? She always is challenging me to look at things through that light. And this was a moment that it just hit me hard, dude. I got goosebumps. I got chills. I thought the ad was incredible.
I think what it kind of makes me reflect on is just the personal life. I think just like you just were alluding to, you know, when I look at Robin and we look at our arguments, we look at just kind of our fights or our disagreements, you know, I might say, oh, you're just being emotional. And that's exactly the problem. That's exactly what this commercial is addressing, is we men, you know, the broader spectrum of the world. Every time a woman, it needs to be celebrated, we're doing the opposite. We're saying, oh, you know, they just overreacted, or oh, they were just over emotional when they were crying after the loss or whatever. We need to be better. We need to stop making excuses. These women, they carry a lot. They have a lot to offer. You know, they carry our babies. They carry our children, you know, for God's sakes. Yep. You want to talk about pain tolerances? I can't think of anybody stronger than Robin.
Yep.
You know, emotionally and physically. I can't think of anybody that I would want to march into any world with as a partner. Yep. Women are awesome, and they're empowered, and they're great, and they deserve all the accolades they could ever get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out to women, man. Shout out to Nike for doing the right things, saying the right things the right way, and just making people feel good and feel better.
Couldn't have said it better, dude. Totally agree. I just wanted to close on that, man.
I think it's awesome.
I think it was just a great commercial. I think Nike is doing an incredible job with their marketing. We've talked a lot about that on this show. So, yeah, I definitely wanted to close with that. As far as Thursday's show, man, looking down the pipe, we'll be recapping what we get on the Supreme drop. Hopefully we see more stuff of that, more stuff come out there.
And we'll bring some Supreme in, hopefully.
Oh yeah. Is our stuff coming in?
I think everything should be here Tuesday, so we should be able to kind of take a look at our Supreme week 0.
Dope. Again, big shout out to GoldenEye for the gifts for today's cast. I'm super pumped to use this.
Oh, wait. Hey, I got a gift for you real quick.
What do you mean? At the end of the...
Sorry, man. I got a gift for you real quick.
All right. At the end of the show. Literally about to say goodbye. Nothing like that.
Sorry, man.
And then Dal bust it out. Oh, yeah, we're doing a little trade. That's right.
Got to do a little gift trade here.
We're going to do a little trade. I left your boxers on the counter.
Yeah, so this is from last season Supreme. This is the Supreme Bombay shirt, which is pretty sick. It is a large, and as we know, last season, Supreme kind of changed their sizing a little bit, especially with their T-shirts.
Yeah.
So, you know, the mediums, you used to get large to make them fit, and then large were too big. That's the case. So last season, I got a large, and it runs more like an extra large in my opinion. It's just super wide, so it's a little bit bigger or too big for me. So I think this will work great for you. So I'd like you to maybe check that shirt out and get you on some Supreme shit real quick.
Let me look at this, see what this shirt is. So yeah, we're gonna do a trade. I'm going to trade you my Supreme boxers that I'm not a big fan of because I just became the biggest boxer snob in the world.
Totally.
I just can't do basic Hanes boxers. I can't, bro.
Right.
My D, my nuts, my little guys, they're just not, it's not fucking vibing.
They just need more.
It's just, exactly.
They just need more.
They need more. No, it's so bad. Once you're used to the softness of Sumer and Tommy John and all these premium underwears, Frigo, and then you go to try to do Supreme Hanes, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my gosh.
Can't do it.
It's awful. And those things fit terribly. They're not cradling, they're not holding your guys. They're not holding your balls up. Your shit's just it's bad, bro.
This sounds like a great trade. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
I'm pumped. I can't wait.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
I'm excited.
Take that L on the way out.
Dallas, I'm sorry. I was totally just shitting on the boxers. That's just me personally, bro. Yeah. I just became a boxer snob. You're not a boxer snob like that. You don't care.
I still got holes in the back asses of my boxers, man, from blown out farts, just hitting it up with JJ.
And stop admitting that on the cast. All right, check it out. Supreme.
It's the Bombay.
This is pretty ill, dude.
It's not bad, huh?
Yeah, I think it's dope.
Dude, you know anything I would buy is ill.
And I like this would go well with my the Ultra Boost. The damn, I forgot the name is escaping me. The seaweed green joints, the only olive color Ultra Boost that I have. You know which ones I'm talking about? They got the military kind of patch and the military kind of heel cup with the Trace.
Oh yeah, the Trace Cargos.
Trace Cargo. That's what it is. Yep. So this will go perfect with those, dude.
Hell yeah.
Military.
Does it say Supreme by any chance?
It does. It does. Supreme right on the bottom here. You can check it out. Get yourself
or
a
no,
little.
just in this lettering.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what
Yeah.
language
Supreme
this
in the
is.
lettering and then Supreme in English down on the bottom.
Okay.
Bombay, bro.
Bombay.
It's the Bombay. I don't know what.
I don't know what Bombay is, so.
You don't know about Bombay Sapphire? Getting a little loose on a Friday night? It's a drink. It's gin. I was just messing with you. Don't worry about it. Anyway, anything more to say while we wrap up? Stringsteen, anything more for you other than...
Whoa, is that Supreme?
No,
might be.
I've heard enough of that, so I'm good right now.
Let's get the hell out of here.
All right, man. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Look forward to the next one, and we will see you fools Friday.
Whoa, yeah!